Hello, I burped. So real quick, I'm just gonna check some technical things. So I've had quite a few requests to record this on video on demand, and I don't actually know how to do that. I have hit record, but I think, like, I've hit record in Twitch Studio, but I think that just means I'm recording it locally. So I'm just gonna double check how that's done. Turn on VOD, Twitch. Under VOD section, VOD settings, store past broadcast. Okay, just gonna do that real quick to make sure I don't fuck this one up. Sorry, this I guess the stream's not for kids. Give me just a moment. Oh my god. Just let me log into my own account. Yes, I know I got hacked in very recent memory, but please just let me do it without thinking about it. I feel like when I'm 100 years old, or whatever age where my brain starts to deteriorate, I'm just gonna be my little busy box that they give me at the old folks home is gonna be like entering all those little 6-digit numbers into things. Okay, so I'm just headed into the creator dashboard here. I know this is all very fascinating to watch me set this up. Streaming tools, stream manager. Okay. Yes, 90s kids only. Thank you. Okay, now where do I hit that video on demand button? Twitch, turn on VODs. Under the VOD settings section? Is that a thing? I need an arrow pointing to it for me. Video producer. Okay. Oh, I see. You can publish. Oh, okay. And it looks like it's already happening. It's already 4 minutes long. So I will publish this whenever it's done. Right? Right? Okay. That should do it. Just in case my hard drive fills up and I'm not able to upload this to YouTube or whatever. I just want to make sure that there's some version of it recording right now. Anyway, I'm going to get the Discord in on this. And then we're going to start this thing. Okay. So when this starts playing, if you could all just let me know that you're hearing it, that's looking okay, that'd be great. Sounding okay? All right, excellent. Do I have any commentary on this intro screen? It was one of the first things I did. And I'm just gonna turn this down in my headphones a little bit. It was one of those things I find like I'm not very good at coming up with concepts that I'm not going to use, which I guess makes me sound lazy or unproductive. I don't throw a lot away. I used to, and I used to fill up sketchbooks, and then I don't know, I guess my ability to create the thing I had in my head got better, or I just sort of decided that I thrived on the spontaneous kind of first draft of everything, and I jammed out that intro really fast. I mean, Soren took a long time to render those beautiful backgrounds in the intro, but the animation itself I did, I think, in an afternoon, and the whole idea formed really quickly. And I find that those tend to be the best ideas. The ones that I'm happiest with are the ones that I just like knock them out real fast. Okay. All right, let's do it. So I'm not sure how exactly I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna read a little bit, and I might decide to speed through certain things and just talk about other stuff during other things. I don't know how this is gonna go. I kind of asked around in Discord, like, what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer like a straight playthrough? Do you prefer more of like an audiobook type thing where like the author reads the entire thing? I just don't know. So we'll find out as we go. But if there's a particular way you want to hear me either dictate or talk about this, just let me know, and I'll try to accommodate what people would like to hear. Okay. I have not played this in a while. It's the year 2000. The new millennium. Well, technically, since the Gregorian calendar has no year zero, the new millennium begins in 2001. People get annoyed when you remind them of this, which is often. Your name is Mara Whitefish. You live on the island of Perfect Tides. There are no cars, no department stores, no asphalt or steel. People have speculated correctly that Perfect Tides is meant to be like Fire Island. And I've noticed that ever since this rom-com Fire Island came out, more people are making that connection, which is kind of cool. I cannot speak to the quality of this movie. I haven't seen it, but it is it's bringing more people around to the world that I was trying to recreate in Perfect Tides. When the bay is unfrozen, you ride the ferry home from school with Lily. She's your only real-life friend. The spring air is thick. Lily looks like she has something to tell you. You're almost afraid of what you'll hear. You know Matt Reinwald in 11th grade? Uh-huh. Well, we did it over the weekend. What? You cannot believe what you're hearing. Lily had sex? Lily had sex? Weren't you going to wait till marriage? Isn't that what you always said? Well, yeah, but come on. We both just wanted to try it, you know? This is insane. They're not even dating. Well, how was it? Not very good. It was both of our first time. We didn't expect it to be mind-blowing or anything. Are you, like, upset that I'm telling you this? Why on earth would I be upset? This is simply earth-shattering. But you knew this day would come. Someone as pretty and well-liked as Lily. As long as she was a virgin, there was always hope for you. You're on your own now, completely unmoored. That is an ocean metaphor. No, that's cool. Congratulations. Alright, commentary on what I think of the scenes now. Yeah, there has been an amount of separation, so I'm definitely reacting differently to these scenes. Is the game louder than my microphone? Okay, let me see. I'll mess with the settings within the game and see if I can fix that. Yeah, I remember having that argument about the Gregorian calendar too. Oh man, I went to Disney World in 2000 too. Alright, well most of the game... Sorry, what's up with your wagging? I think one of the tires blew out. These things are so flimsy. Just my luck it breaks when I'm using it. As opposed to breaking while you're not using it. I think this, like... I find this line really funny. Just, like... Everything Mara says is kind of, like... Lily can tell that it's from something. Like to Lily, everything Mara says is derivative of some other stupid shit, and she just knows that about her, and it hurts Mara so much. As opposed to breaking while you're not using it. Yes. You better get that wheel. You better fix that wheel before you try to get home. I have to get back. Will you be okay? You feel a pang of irritation. Lily doesn't seem to think you're the same age as her sometimes. I'll be fine, Mom. Okay, bye, Mara. I'll be down by the beach after dark if you want to hang. There's always the push-pull of whether I want the characters to act like characters or instruct you on how to play the game. Woof, your guts are all aflutter from that. Now what to do about your wagon? All right, I'm going to leave the sound for now just because there won't be a lot of musical scores playing, so I think it'll be okay. All right, so I'm gonna turn up the speed, and I might end up, cutting around a little bit for things that I don't think are super necessary. Hi, Jackson. Sup, kid? You're the first person I've seen in here all day. I was about to kick my own ass out of boredom. Not many customers in the off-season, huh? That's an understatement. I'm actually forgetting how to talk to humans. I knew I should have joined the army. There's a broken wheel in my wagon. Do you have anything I could fix it with? Jackson makes a clicking sound in his cheek and looks around blankly, his eyes landing on nothing. I don't know. If you can find anything useful in here, go ahead and take it. You don't even have to pay me for it. I might enjoy the thrill of being robbed. Well, you better take something then. You don't want to let Jackson down. Hey, Jackson, can I have this inner tube? I think it might do the trick for my wagon. Jackson glances at it conspicuously. Oh, is that what it is? I was thinking of wrapping it around my wrist to numb my hand. Why would you do that? How old are you again? 16. Well, you're basically 16 already. You will be in 5 months. Oh, well, yeah, if you're a guy and you jerk off and you get your hand numb, it's like another person is doing it. It's called the stranger. Oh, okay. Sounds like a fun thing for a guy to do. Well, enjoy your inner tube. You pocket the inner tube. Maybe now you can get those groceries home. It was like, I feel like this is across the board true, but a teenage girl could not admit to having ever heard of masturbation. At least in the circles I ran with, it was just not on the table. Hey, is that your first inventory item? You want some tips? I gotta say, I don't know if I regret this. I think you have to be very careful with who you make a character who gives tutorials, who kind of jumps you out of the game. Joining the army in the year 2000. Yeah, definitely not the same as joining in 2003. Yeah, Jackson is supposed to be just, 18 plus, not in his 20s, just a couple of years out of high school. You're actually pretty sure you know what to do, but it seems like Jackson would enjoy giving you an explanation. Can you explain it, please? That's my job, kid. So this I all just kind of had to manually code the mouse moving around, which is why it looks kind of a little strange the way it moves. I don't think I need to read the instructions here. There's another repeat of the stranger joke. Yeah. Yeah, I think Jackson does work because he doesn't he doesn't have I don't want to say he doesn't have an inner life, but he is mainly standing outside of all of this. So if he has an inner life, we're not led onto it at all. And I think, across the board, that's true of a lot of characters in this game, is that if they do have a life, they are not revealing it to Mara. Maybe we as a player see it, but it's rare that Mara is seeing it. She's not able to see it. What the hell is that? An abomination. Hopefully you'll get to make your own someday. Sounds generously provided by opengameart.com. Who now? Paul, your manager. Can't he hear us talking about him on camera? Seems like any decent security camera would pick up sound. Jackson mumbles something and you can't make out and stops acknowledging you. All right. Just going to pick up every last thing. How much for this book? Which one now? The one about plants. If it's with the brochures, it's probably free. Wait. No, yeah, it's free. Jesus, just take it. You cautiously slide the booklet into your pocket. You're not actually sure why you want it, but who can resist a free gift? One of our most valuable play testers suggested I do a variant on this where you can pick up the book and you're not sure why because you haven't been told to yet. You blow into the inner tube, inflating it, and you now have an inflated inner tube. Yeah, it's pretty easy to animate a mouse cursor. You just, it's built into the engine. You just need to give it the XY coordinates and then tell it where to move. It was not that hard. I just sort of had to approximate it and watch it a few times. But that's true of like pretty much every scene that I created in this game is that I would really just have to, you know, like the turtle, move her to where I wanted her to be and then check and see if it looked the way I wanted it to look. All right. So now, what have I done? I had a draft of this game where you could not do anything except go straight into your house. But in this version, you can start exploring right after you pick up the groceries. I don't know if that ended up confusing people or not. I just kind of like the idea of letting people get right into it. You methodically load the perishable groceries into the fridge, taking care to hide the scarcer bits from Timothy's ravenous eye. He'll still find them, but it might buy you a day. You can hear voices from outside. I'm telling you, it's a school for losers. I don't want to go to a crappy school and live with Grandma. It's just an option. I don't see you offering any ideas. I kind of wish I'd done a diagonal walk for Timothy and Mom and Lily. It was a considerable extra amount of work that I didn't take on, but I'm making good money selling gold on Ultima. That's not a job, Timothy. Yeah, it's AGS is a pretty robust engine. I gotta say, like I never really ran up against the boundaries of what I wanted to do versus what could be done. I really found I got everything I needed out of it. One annoying feature you can't do in AGS that I'm still kind of reeling over is that you can't just like color one word, which is like such a trademark of modern games where you have like, a word that's important for you to know. There's no easy way to do that in AGS. You would basically have to make a different font or draw an extra object over the UI that provides the dialogue. It's kind of insane how much work you would have to do. So that one is a real shortcoming in my mind, but it's so small. It's, it's cosmetic. Did they have everything, Mara? All except whole milk. I got skim instead. Ew, no! What's wrong with skim? It's healthier. You don't even put milk in your cereal. No, but I drink it. Mom, I need protein. For what? So you can fart more? Mara, you already eat everything else in the house. Can't I have one thing you don't want? So Mara's health kick is really funny to me because, like, I mean, there's some shit like this in every era, but in the year 2000, it was like all about like Atkins and low carb, fat free. Maybe the word all natural was making an appearance. Organic was kind of coming up the horizon. But I tried to reflect as many bad diet trends in Mara's like understanding of food as I could. That's enough. I'll pick up more milk tomorrow. You're welcome for the errand. Are we suddenly thanking each other for food? I think I'm owed a few thousand thank yous then. Oh, thank you, noble hero Mara, for picking up milk that I can't even fucking drink. I picked up Hot Pockets too, you absolute dickhead. Mara! Oh my god, fuck this. Timothy always does this, and Mom always defends him. Cool family, eh? So, most of this game was written in order. I think all of these scenes came together one after another. I'll try and remember as I go if any of them were written out of order, but for the most part, I was kind of making it up as I went for a while. Yeah, trans fats, those were coming too. Alestra, yeah. I put a little Alestra in the graphic I drew the other day for the Steam sale. Mara's eating Wow Chips by Lay's, which are fattened with Alestra. Probably does horrible things to your to your digestive system. Finally, some computer time. The monitor greets you with its welcoming glow. Connect to the internet or forget it. Let's all just listen to the sound of the internet connecting. I have no idea whether I'm allowed to use these AOL sounds or not. It's kind of a benefit of not releasing your game on a major console. You can not think about it too much. Yeah, I definitely, I knew how the game would end, and, you know, I had basically most of the plot points figured out early on. Success. But a lot of the individual events kind of came together as it went. Oh, sorry. Let's check out the message board. You navigate to the Fantastic Fiction forums. It's a writing-focused subforum of a larger games, movie, and anime community maintained by the ISP. So this is very close to my heart. There was a community on AOL called Antagonist, which was like basically this, and the subforums of Antagonist involved like basically any game you could think of. You could discuss any aspect of it, you know, including like writing fan fiction. And when the ISP decided not to run Antagonist anymore, there was nowhere for that to go. It just went away. And I feel like I've spent a lot of the last, like, probably decade at this point looking for it in a way. You know, it can't be found. It's not going to reveal itself more as more time goes by. It's just gone. And even the people are gone because none of them used their names. I don't know what most of them looked like, but they were at some point the most important people. And, you know, the people that I talked to about, I won't say everything, but, you know, as we kind of see through Mara, many things that I didn't feel I could talk to about other people, or just things about myself I couldn't reveal to other people. And then I don't know where they went, you know? I feel like everybody who has existed on the internet for as long as I have, or even for, you know, a decade, you know, from their youth onward, has this sadness in their heart. I think everyone in some way is still searching for that, because it can never come back. Even if it is archived somewhere, it can never come back. Just like, you know, a place in your hometown can never come back. Your old backyard can never come back. Like, you can only piece it together. While the occasional original written work appears, most people here write and post fan fiction, a form of writing based on another work of fiction from the imagination of a fan. In other words, it's cool. Looks like a few stories have popped up overnight. Akira82 continues his exploration of an alternative Tale of the Blade 5 timeline in which the Nazis have won World War II. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Nazis in a minute because I feel like I'm starting to form a thought on that. Part 5 of the sexy resurrection of Commander Jinsang has gone up as well. It's a lighter read that plays on a common but bogus cheat code mythology. Real heads know that is a reference to Final Fantasy VI. Ooh, you've been waiting for a new Songs of the Heart chapter. The romantic plot running through Heaven's Gash is surely underutilized. I can't, I dashed off Heaven's Gash so fast and I come back to it god damn it. That title fucking sucks. I hate it so much. It's sorely underutilized, and this fic makes generous use of it through a scene-by-scene retelling. You set these aside for later. These are all the genres of fan fiction that I enjoyed. I would also include in that the people who didn't write prose, they wrote a screenplay basically. A lot of the comedy fanfics were written in sort of a script format. Once in a while, someone would write a drama that way, and it just didn't work. But I digress. All right, let's check out the chat room. You navigate to the Fantastic Fiction chat. Nobody's really active right now. Just a couple of character bots, confused newbies, and users who leave their computers on 24/7. Hey, PT. So this script was written by AGS forum community member Chris. He wrote it as a WhatsApp style chat script, and it basically involves downloading the module and specifying the exact dimensions in which the text needs to fit. And then I really noodled with it to make it so that it would sort of resemble an instant message as much as I possibly could. The scrolling animation is obviously not accurate to the time period, but I just liked the way it looked. Oh, you got an IM from Staggle. Let's do it. What's up, Staggle? What's up? Staggle is idling in the chat, but he's chosen to message you in private. This has happened a couple of times recently. I loved your latest chapter. The ending was so, so good. Oh, wow. That means a lot coming from Staggle. He's one of your favorite writers on FF. Oh, wow. Thank you. I was really happy with it. A warm feeling rushes over you. You reread Staggle's IM a few times, basking in the honor. Smile. When's the next chapter? Soon, I hope. I'm going to work on it tonight. You actually weren't planning to. Your interest in this particular story has been waning, and you wanted to edit some poetry tonight. But if Staggle liked it that much... Cool. I won't distract you then. Looking forward to it. Okay, TTYL. Wow, you didn't expect that at all. You feel a nervous exhilaration and a desire to reread the conversation over and over again. As a little hint. I don't know how many people know this, but you can take a look at your chat log. All right. Let's see. I always name him after my brother Joe for some reason. What's up? Mom turns when she sees you approach. Her look suggests there's absolutely no reason to argue further. Are you hungry? Did you have a snack when you got home? This one, I really felt this pretty often back in the day. That feeling of just being so mad at mom, and then trying not to come out of your room because you just don't want to be the one to come out and be fine. But you don't want to be mad anymore. And then you come out and mom offers you some food or something. It just neutralizes you. Mom knows how, or at least my mom sure did know how to neutralize me. You're pulled by equal forces, anger and relief. You always wish you could squeeze a little more guilt out of mom when she's been a jerk to you. You're not just angry because you're hungry after all, but maybe she is. Then again, you are hungry, and it feels good that she knows that about you. I'm a little hungry, yeah. Why don't you sit and I'll make you something? Hey, Mom, can I have a drink? Sure, one sec. So I think if Timothy hadn't asked, then Mara would have said yes to being made something. You almost raise your voice at Timothy again. It's like he's daring you to. Is Mom supposed to be his maid or something? Actually, I'm all right. I'm going out for a while. She would love to seem mature in front of her brother, just compared to him. Okay, if you're out, can you pick up a package for me? It's waiting at the post office. Mom hands you a claim slip for a package. This is a very Sierra vibe to me when you're given something and then a little sign appears so that it's kind of like the thing you're holding in your hand. You're like looking at it. I wish I had time to do more of these. There were a few more places where I would have loved to just like show Mara's hand holding a dollar bill or something like that. Thanks, sweetie. Okay. Here's a little egg that a lot of you probably found. Get out of the way, dumbass. You're looking to get clobbered if you walk by again. You think blood is thicker than this? I have no loyalty. I'll kill you. Those are the three. All right. Let's do some errands. This is the home of Simon Fink, a man in his 20s who you often visit. He came to live on Perfect Ties just a couple of years ago. At some point, you bonded over a mutual interest in nature. Or was it computers? Writing? It might have been gay Japanese manga. You don't remember. At any rate, he's a nice Jewish boy in your mother's eyes, and Simon himself is happy to have you around at least 25% of the time, which you consider pretty good odds. How's it going, Simon? Mara, what are you doing here? Simon is in his natural horizontal position where he spends most of the spring. He's also like this in fall and winter. Oh, I think there's another season in there. Just seeing what you're up to. All that you see here. You're probably about 5 seconds from being asked to leave, so you'd better get to the point. I love this little Simon face drawing here. I think this is the first sprite I drew of him, and I didn't take advantage of the pixel format as much as I would have liked to draw like silly faces like this, but whenever I did, I'm happy for that making its way in. You're probably... oh, I already said that. What's up? Tell me about the history of the island. This is sort of a little jab at video games. Am I a tour guide for your life or something? Weren't you born here? Get your own history of the fucking island, my god. Alright. Simon stares past you, accessing the still asleep part of his brain where the answer might be. That might be nice. I was thinking of making dinner tonight instead of not eating. Yeah, let's have dinner. My family's being super annoying. Alright, I'll try to remember. Come back after dark. And bring some sort of side dish, okay? I'm a little short on food and ideas right now. Cool, you got dinner plans. Don't drop the ball on this, Mara. Now, what food to bring? Alright, while we're here... Quickly, you look around to make sure no one's watching. Chills run down your spine as you feel the weight of a full pint of forbidden liquid. This could be big for you, Mara. My first alcohol... Well, you know, my parents gave me sips here and there just so they could, you know, see me hate it. But my first full bottle of alcohol was probably a Mike's Hard Lemonade. You hand Mrs. Peters the package slip. Oh, did your mom get a package? Let's have a look. Mrs. Peters reaches over to a pile on the office floor. Here we go. She hands you a box about 1 foot in height. It's surprisingly heavy. It says fragile on the box. Be careful. And tell your mother I said hi. You know, you're growing up so fast, Mara. You and Lily both. Stay out of trouble, okay? Thanks, Mrs. Peters, but I couldn't find trouble if I wanted it. What was that? Nothing. I imagine Mara mumbles quite a bit. Hard to hear. Let's talk to all the old ladies at once. My goodness, is that Mara? Yep. Impossible. You're enormous. Really? I've been trying to eat better. Your height, dear, your height. For pity's sake, you're too young to worry about your figure. How old are you now? 15. Ah, well, a grapefruit with every meal then. Okay. So what are you growing this year? Huh? Well, you know, dear, in the garden. Surely your father's prized. Yeah, my dad's dead. Yes, dear, I'm remembering that now. So he didn't plant anything because he's dead. I'm sorry. What a shame. You know, there's still time to plant something yourself. You could do it in your father's spirit. I don't know how to garden. I guess, but I don't know anything about plants. Well, it's easy to learn. Easy as pie. In fact, the campground office has a regional guidebook that might give you some ideas. Okay. Oh, and you'll need a fresh layer of soil. The nutrients in that bed have probably been depleted. Soil, guidebook, got it. I've committed that to memory. You commit this advice to the same place your entire 10th grade education has gone. I'll give you a hint. Toilet flush sound. Kaput. Speaking of gardens, I just harvested my peas and I have far too many. Why don't you take some? So this is a pretty important move. Ultimately, not. I think you can get through the entire game without doing this one and still get the good ending. I will try and I guess, you know, enough people have figured it out. I will give you kind of the formula. Um, you basically have affinity points for a few different characters, including an affinity for Mara. So you can do things for yourself and you can do things for a few other people. And you have to get a certain amount of points for Mara, a certain amount of points in total, and you have to give Mom her present. And that gets you the good ending. But this one is pretty important if you want to get the Simon affinity points. I grew these from a seed your father gave me, so technically they belong to you. Enjoy! Alrighty. Okay, may as well just get started on that gardening business. Can't do anything with the deer just yet. I wish I'd had more things to do with the wagon. Really, you only end up doing one thing with it. You gently work the rich, loamy soil into the top few inches of sand. Oh, I was such a nerd about this. Um, I've been into gardening for quite a few years now, and it inevitably became part of this game. I could not resist. You can max out. You can get every affinity point, which I will try to do while I'm doing it. I think I think somebody has figured out everything you can do at this point. But yeah, you don't have to trade. I didn't really like the idea of that. You hand Mom the package. Oh, you got it. Thank you, Mara. Mom eagerly unwraps the package, the contents of which you have a fairly good guess. It appears to be, yep. The Princess of Wales will be gone 4 years this summer. Gone but not forgotten if the commemorative plate industry has anything to say about it. Oh, how lovely. So young. It's such a tragedy. Is it true her heart was on the outside of her chest when they found her? For goodness sake, Mara. It's what I heard. Do you still like popping the bubble wrap? There's a couple of sheets here. Damn, Mom read your mind. You were planning on just nabbing those out of the garbage can later. Oh, sure, I guess. You eagerly fold the bubble wrap into your pocket for later. All right, into town we go. Hey, Maura, how's your mom? Mikey's been calling you Maura for quite a while now. You're not brave enough to correct him. So when I was a kid, people called me Mary. That was my nickname. It's almost painful for me to say that out loud. My family still calls me that, but nobody else. But a lot of people thought that was Mary, or they thought it was like Merry, like Merry Christmas, instead of like with an I. And I just never corrected them. Like, leave me alone. It's too burdensome. She's fine. How are sales? Oh, you know, bad. There's friggin' nobody here in the spring. But you'll buy something from me, won't you, Mora? Do you have any video games? Computer games? Nope, but I have some really nice containers for putting candles in, if you're one of those occult teens. You honestly could see yourself getting into candles, but it would mean having a much more cohesive style in general. It seems like a lot of work. Plus, you're not actually sure you want an aesthetic-driven hobby that invites others to look at you. Do you have any snacks? Who wants to know? Me, that's why I asked. I might have victuals of the bite-sized kind. For a price, I don't have any money. I'll come back with some, Mora. I can't be a great conversationalist all day for free. Or just come back with something cool and I'll trade you for it. The Gen X representation in this game. Using your unique creativity, you carefully wind the sheet of bubble wrap around the beer bottle, forming the shape of a drink koozie. Hey, it kind of works. You decide to keep it this way. Using the packing tape still attached to the bubble wrap, you lock in the shape of your creation. I feel like I nabbed this one off of a Freddy Farkas game. There's kind of a little wax thing you can mold. Say, what's this? It's a beer holder. I kind of made it. You hand the makeshift koozie to Mikey. He inspects it with wild eyes. I had you all wrong, Mora. You did? You think they make stuff like this in a factory overseas? You think Bill Gates could come up with something like this? This is a brilliant reimagining, a repurposing of garbage, Mora. Where others see trash, you see treasure. Ah, wow, thanks. Do you want to trade for it? Well, it's not worth a lot of money, of course. It's cheap material. Right. Here, you can have these chips. I haven't opened them yet. He hands you a bag of baked glaze, one of those really small bags you'd get as a free sample. You reckon there's about 5 full-size chips in here. You feel a pang of regret for giving up your bubble wrap, but a snack's a snack. You pocket your snack. Of course, they didn't make chips like that when I was your age. So this scene was added in because you used to make nightfall by going to the beach, and after playtesting, I got a bit of feedback that it just the event didn't make any sense, and that's something I really learned from a game design standpoint as I went. Is the progression of events does need to make some sense. It can't just be totally arbitrary. So my little cheat here, which you get creative, is that Mikey just talks and talks and talks until nighttime rolls around. Nope, no one was really worried about saturated fats back in those days. The more the merrier, in fact. Parents fed it to their kids by the spoon. The 70s were, and don't let anyone tell you it was the worst decade, okay? Okay. As Mikey continues to talk, your thoughts rapidly drift away. Did you have plans tonight? Was there someone you were supposed to meet? Is your stomach a little more paunchy than it was? When was your last period? Is there any evidence other than his age that Jackson has had sex? Could you spend a summer working on your body, buy a whole new wardrobe, find a boyfriend, and come back to school a completely different person? Oh, my dream. Well, Mara, I can't really talk all night. Gotta pack my stuff up. No problem. I knew you'd understand. I just love this night music by Daniel Kobilarz. It's just so peaceful. And yet so somber. You pick up the slippery, sandy bit of squash. The deer have made quick work of most of the flesh, leaving a rind from a decent number of seeds. You decide only the seeds have value to you. Removing them, you toss the rest of the vegetable back into the wild. Alright, before we go to Simon's, secrets revealed. I got another trick for you guys. And I often forget to do this one while I'm playing, so I'm feeling sharp right now. You slowly and fearfully open the door, expecting multiple kitchen appliances to spill out. To your surprise, everything seems to be held in place by the tension of neighboring objects. An empty cookie sheet sits at very top of the oven. Is that a typo? You carefully distribute the fresh peas to the surface of the cookie sheet, making sure none of the pods are touching one another. Believe it or not, you still have lots of peas left over. They sure are hard to get rid of. So you can't do this during the day because mom is watching you. And if you do it a day later, you miss the window to grow peas. So if you want to grow peas, got to do it tonight. There you are. Come sit. Oh, right. It's not that you missed the window to grow peas. It's that if you want to give the peas to Simon, which is the best option because you got to hold on to those chips, you must put those peas away in the oven before you go to Simon's. You remembered. I remembered. Yeah, thanks for having me over. Simon has prepared a modest spread, a minimalist salad, lemonade, some steamed vegetables, and fish. Did you bring anything? I got peas. You remove the pods messily from your pockets, dumping them out onto the table. Oh, man. That one really made me laugh when I heard it. A good half of them disappear under plates. Or roll right off the table. I'm sorry. It's just like, there's just something so funny about a kid making a mess. Well, they look delicious. Good call, Mara. Thanks. Hey, Mara, ask me how my book's going. How's your book going? Terrible. I lost a really important floppy disk today, full of drafts. Another optional quest for later. Where did you lose it? Somewhere around the island. I guess it's what I get for leaving the house. That sucks. How's school? Kind of crappy. I'm doing really bad in 2 classes right now. My mom's mad about it all the time. Does your mom remember every last thing she learned in school? I'm sure it's not that bad. Mostly the people suck. I basically have no friends this year. Nobody. The boys hate me, obviously, and the girls, obviously. Most of them just don't want to be associated with me. Not even Lily. Oh. When I was your age, I was only happy in the summer. I waited for it all year long. I do the exact same thing. I wish I could just move to another school where nobody knows I'm unpopular. My parents moved us around a lot. That sounds awesome. Did you like it? Most places are the same. To good times in the summer. Oh, man. I wanted to move so much. I wanted to move so much when I was a kid. In my mind, I would have the tools to be someone else. I could do it. It was possible. There's no way it was possible. Can you imagine showing up to a new school and being who you are, and the kids being like, "Hey, she's okay." To good times in the summer. To the summer. Well, that went well, you think? You don't feel tired at all. You're quite buzzed with energy, in fact. From here, you can dimly make out a form standing on the beach. The fire pit is glowing. Hi, Lily. Hey, Mara. What are you up to? Just came out to think. Lily takes a half-empty pack of cigarettes from her back pocket. This is one of those, like, the sadness of Lily scenes. I relish all the opportunities I had for that. I snuck them from my mom. Have you ever smoked? It's disgusting. No, I haven't. I tried one yesterday and I got all lightheaded and sick. I thought I was gonna barf. Wanna try? Sure. Suck it in your mouth first, then you inhale it. You gotta inhale it slowly, or not inhale at all, I guess. Shit, that burns! It occurs to you that in all your daydreams of smoking, you never once pictured a tangible aspect. It always felt just like breath itself, warm and easy. All at once, you feel coldly betrayed, in part by the smoke that has burned you, but most of all by the limit to your own imagination. How could you have failed so miserably to protect yourself? Now this is a little bit of foreshadowing. Yeah, you gotta inhale it slowly. Anyway, it's a terrible habit. You don't want to get into it. The sand is cool and dry. The night is just mild enough for the beach to feel good. My mom was supposed to quit after I was born. She's been promising to quit for years. She's so full of shit. You found the floppy in winter and it said it was destroyed in your pocket immediately. That's great. I haven't, I don't know if I tested that one out on the final playthrough. PT? Are you awake? Can I come closer? I kind of like that sometimes Mara's clothing are the wrong color. Um, Obviously would have been an easy fix, but like, I don't know. I just felt like the inconsistency of artwork in a game was like on brand, and I just left him alone. What on earth was that dream about? Could that have been Staggle? Oh my god. It's never even occurred to you before. Could you and Staggle? So this was like, I mean, I don't remember. I don't remember my exact experience, but every formative feeling for somebody rose up as a surprise. It's still like, it's still very visceral to me, like this idea that you would have a dream about somebody and realize that you love them, that it would just be this underlying thing that would surprise you, and that's almost a prerequisite to like feeling very strongly about somebody, is that feeling of surprise that you had when you first fell in love with them. It looks like you logged in last night before bed and have been online this whole time. It's basically a miracle in the dial-up age. Good news! Your download of Lauryn Hill's Doo Wop has completed. It's a 320 kilobytes per second copy. Very high quality. I think that's what KPBS stands for. Your email's mostly spam. Uncle Howard sent you a dirty joke under 30 forwarding layers. There's a No Doubt concert happening 50 miles away in July. Probably at Jones Beach. All right, you've spent long enough pretending to look at other stuff. You peer eagerly at your buddy list. Look at all those cool screen names. Holy crap! You stare breathlessly. What should you do? Now, there is not actually a version of this that changes the outcome, which is generally true about the relationship stuff. Sure, why look all desperate? Just play it cool. He'll definitely be messaging you any second now. This has nothing to do with Staggle affinity. Actually, Staggle has no affinity. The story plays out regardless of what you do. I just wanted people to have a couple of choices. He just logged in after all. Give him a second to get settled in. He's probably reading some emails, browsing some forums. Let him notice you're around naturally. Oh, she can't do it. Pathetic. There we go. Nice simple greeting. No punctuation, no implied eagerness. Hi. He'll surely be replying any second now. Maybe this was a mistake. What kind of weirdo bombards people with messages the instant they log on? You feel sick to your stomach. He's not replying. Oh, yeah, no, there was no live updates on typing back in those days. You just waited. Sorry, I'm just going to read a little bit of the chat. He strikes me as the type who's an explorer but deals with vulnerability by being someone in control and knows what to do. Is that what was intended as part of her character, or more a result of her function in the game as Mara's friend? It was, I mean, form Mary's function with this stuff, but Lily's personality type is definitely somebody who is trying to have everything under control. And we see little blips of her home life maybe being very stressful to her, her not having any control over where she gets to live. Her parents move her around too much, and you know, her admitting that she had to work really hard to make friends and like be well liked by people. She's definitely trying to be in control. I think you've put it pretty well. Yeah. You feel sick to your stomach. He's not replying. Hi, PT. How are you? Ah! Just getting ready for school, so you know. Bad. Me too. How's the weather where you are? Oh, such boilerplate discussion. Meanwhile, this like horny energy just simmering below. After hitting send, you realize how much you mean it. Just fine. I wish I could stay here and talk all day. Me too. Want to talk later tonight? Your stomach... Oh, I shouldn't have let that hold on there. Your stomach leaps. Tonight! Yes, tonight! Yes, you bet! Talk to you then. Bye. Smile. Oh my God, Staggle. Such a productive conversation towards our imminent relationship. I'm not even gonna... Alright. What are you watching? History Channel? Don't you mean the Hitler Channel? Don't you have school? So, before the History Channel was what I assume is like, what if the inside of what if the core of the Earth was on fire? I don't know. The core of the Earth is on fire. What if the planet Earth exploded? What would happen to the universe? Like, that's like everything on the History Channel, but it used to just be World War II stuff. Anyway, while I'm here, the shower is an innately dangerous place, inviting endless ways to fall on one's head and or drown. It only further complicates matters that the Nazi Party's former chancellor, Adolf Hitler, who left no conclusive remains and could very well walk this earth, would have no trouble doing away with you psycho-style in such a vulnerable state. You prefer to shower with an open curtain, a locked and barricaded door, and a family member audibly bustling about in the next room. Conditions that make the spontaneous bath near impossible. But at time of writing, you've never been murdered by Nazis, so the results speak for themselves. So, I've gotten a couple of unhappy reviewers talking about how often Adolf Hitler is mentioned in this game. People who thought it was either tasteless, which I don't know what to tell you, you're on the internet, or just overused. And I really, I can't apologize for that. If you don't like it, you don't like it, but like, I was personally very obsessed with being murdered by Hitler, and I feel like he played kind of a boogeyman role in my life from a very early time. And in the 90s, it was like totally a conspiracy theory that Hitler could still be alive. So I'm sorry. I love the Hitler jokes personally. Sorry, but not really, about that particular angle. Hi, Mom. Good morning, Cheerful. Did you have a good dinner at Simon's? Yeah, it was fun. Mom never suspects you're up to anything naughty. She knows you aren't cool. What if she knew you'd taken one drag of a cigarette last night? Cool enough for you now? Are you ready to go to school? I have some errands on the mainland, so I'll ride with you. Do I have anything to do? Oh, yes, I do have something to do. I need a few minutes. It won't be too long. I don't feel like swimming across the bay today. Boy, what a chipper jug from Mom. Maybe your good mood is rubbing off on her. All right. So before I go any further, let's plant some seeds. create a shallow opening in the soil and drop in the seeds. Filling the hole, you pat the area gently. Now you wait, I don't know. Okay, now we can go. People who complained about pixel hunting were very often clicking on Mara and seeing maybe later, maybe later, maybe later. Are you ready to go to school? School time, Calabunga. Sure, let's go. Great. Mom grabs her pocketbook, not a typo. Back to the job hunt today? Yup. If you get a chance, can you put in the laundry? Yeah, Mom, I'll do it. He's not gonna do it. So you're doing better in science? Yes, I know. This is just the flipped version of the ferry with the same people in it. I care not. Just did not have time for the extra assets. Yeah. Did you have a test this week? Yeah, I did fine. You studied? I told you, Mom, I did fine. 80? 75? Boy, I remember the first year, the year where I started just not telling my mom my grades. It was both freeing and incredibly stressful because we had to have conversations like this. 65, that's passing. 65 is bad, Mara. And I'm doing extra credit. I swear it's fine, Mom. Just believe me. You're suddenly feeling pretty lousy. Great. It's a little cold today. You can go down below if you're cold. Oh, no, I'm not. I just thought you might be. I'm not. Your father loved sitting up here, too. He always wanted me to look at the water with him, right where you're standing. Can't believe it's been 2 years. Mom, I really don't want to get bummed out right now before school. Sorry, of course not. Good talk, Mom. Hi, Michelle. What are you up to? Hi, Dora. Just shopping on the mainland once I drop Mara off at school. Hi, Mara, sweetie. What grade are you in now? 10th. Incredible. I remember the day you were born. Yeah, I know. Well, it's almost 8 o'clock, so I can walk the rest of the way, Mom. It's fine. You'd much rather, of course. All right. Do you need money for lunch? Yeah. Mom hands you a $5 bill. It's about enough to get one slice of pizza and a can of Fruitopia. Did you guys know that they still sell Fruitopia in Canada? Because they sure do. Hope that's enough. I'm low on cash. It's fine. See you later. Okay, Mara. I'll meet you back here after school. Bye, dear. Yeah, Canada, like, you know, there was like that joke years ago in Portlandia that like the dream of the 90s was alive in Portland. Canada's really got it covered far better. All right, here's how you get a sandwich. Still plenty shy around Sabrina, even though she's known you since childhood. Something about the counter dynamic really throws you off. Hi, Mara. How's school? How's your mom? Good. Let me know if I can get you anything. We just updated our menu. Okay. So you have to look at the menu. Sandwich menu may be the newest thing in Joe and Sabrina's deli. You get the sense they're awfully proud of it. Sandwich offerings include a chicken wrap called the Donald Duck, a filet of fish sandwich called the Flipper, and a beef brisket on rye called the Fred Flintstone. Like, me and my siblings thought this shit was so funny when we were kids. Like, you'd go to a restaurant, I mean, it might have been specifically like a Greek diner in Long Island, and they would name the kids stuff after like a cartoon character. But like sometimes it was like way too close to like what the animal was, like a chicken wrap called Donald Duck. It's truly fucked up. And the fish was always called Flipper. I don't know if it was always called that, but it was at like the diners my parents took me to. Anyway. Absent from this list is your very favorite sandwich, and the one you're currently craving. Plain eggs on a roll. Can I have an egg sandwich? You want bacon? No, thank you. You want cheese? No. Salt and pepper? Just plain eggs, please. What Whatever you say. Plain eggs, Joe. $2.50, please. Can you put on my mom's tab, actually? Now, here's a clever trick you figured out recently. Instead of wasting valuable lunch money on food, why not let mom pay for it later? So far, this trick hasn't backfired, although Sabrina seems to be losing her patience with it. Yeah, alright, one sandwich in your mom's tab. Sabrina whips out a small notebook and adds the sandwich to a list right under the candy bar and Snapple you bought last week. I like this little egg animation. You eagerly take the piping hot plain egg sandwich. Joe gives you a gruff smile before quickly returning to his work. Now, there's no real utility for the egg sandwich until the third act. Oh my god, you hold on to this forever. So, you can take a bite out of it if you want. I think you get a point. And then it just becomes half. And you can still give that to your boss later. You've got a few minutes until the bell rings. A lot of people are still gathered outside. Your stomach turns with the knowledge that you did none of your homework last night. You didn't even bring your backpack home. You attempt to insinuate yourself into the circle of friends, but it immediately becomes clear you're not wanted. Lily glances at you with some irritation. What's up? Are you taking the ferry back today? Yeah, but not till late. I have lacrosse practice until 5. Oh, okay. Having exhausted your first and last conversation point, you stand there in silence. Can we help you with something? Huh? I don't think so. You sure? Something definitely seems wrong. With me? What seems wrong? Ashley and Christina glance at each other for a moment, the kind of clandestine look you imagine physicians share when the patient is inoperable, before Ashley betrays a chortle. Her laughter is so intoxicating to the group that you feel the urge to laugh yourself, despite the rising panic in your throat. Lily coughs into the back of her hand. Her look in your direction is plainly one of embarrassment. I'll see you later, okay, Mara? Have a good day. It's clear Lily has nothing else to say to you right now, and you'd do well getting away from this group for now. Alright, you can always find your locker because the word gay is pointing to it. You carefully enter the combo to your locker. You're greeted with a satisfying click as it opens. I like this little flavor text personally. On the door of your locker, you keep a photo of you and Lily from about 6 years ago when you went to see the movie I Love Trouble together. You read through the bottom of your locker mess for items of interest. Most of it's either garbage, clothing that needs to be laundered, or grim reminders of your abandoned schoolwork. Ah, here we go, a blank notebook and a Sharpie. These items have an air of potential, of good things yet to come. Pocket them. Nothing else in your locker really interests you. Does not matter if you open or close it. Alright, now we meet Daniel. How's it going? What do you care? Just wondering. Well, I'm counting the seconds till lunch, so unless you're food, I don't want to talk to you. No. Are you food? No. Then bye. Alright, the optimal food to give Daniel is... the chips. What's this? It's for you. You look hungry over there. The shop kid snatches the bag from your hand and inspects it carefully. If you don't feed Daniel, you will not get the good ending. But you can feed him a couple things. He will even eat peas from you if you give him that. Baked, huh? Yeah, it's good for you, but they still taste really good. If you say so, I'm hungry enough to try. The shop kid rips open the bag, quickly downing the few unbroken chips by hand before tipping a majority of crumbs into his mouth. Thanks, that hit the spot. You know they don't let you leave to get food here? That sucks. What are they afraid of? Someone might steal a pencil? Yeah, or a t-shirt with the school logo. Who would want to wear the logo of the shirt of the school they just robbed? That's an interesting point. Whatever your name is, I'm Daniel. You already knew his name, and chances are he knows yours too. But you're happy to go through this little formality if he is. Oh, I'm Mara. I think we were in social studies together. All right, I slept through almost that entire class. I drew on my desk until there was nowhere left to draw. Didn't you stand up and challenge the notion of God one time? I don't remember. I thought that was cool. Thanks, it was me then. Well, it's nice to meet you. Let me know if I can get you anything. I'm pretty well connected to the supply chain. He's talking about drugs. Okay. If you need any supplies. All right. any supplies at all. Okie dokie. Cool, a new friend. I kind of wish there was like a little like clown honk at the end there to really emphasize what a loser she is. Looks like everyone's already here. The class should be starting any minute now. You notice that your favorite art teacher, Miss Schaefer, is nowhere to be seen. Where's Miss Schaefer? She's out for the day. Go ahead and have a seat. Hi, Fred. Since when are you allowed to talk to me? Hi, Justin. What's up, Mora? You got any change? You quickly root through your pocket for change, but find nothing. Sorry, no. Justin turns his attention elsewhere. The conversation was over 5 seconds ago. You gotta love that impulse to like actually give a bully what he's demanding from you. So this scene is the reason that you'll probably not see Perfect Tides on Switch anytime soon, unless I, remove it. Yeah, just plain chips. What the hell do you want, Mara? Nothing. I didn't say anything. Jeez, Mara, can you just calm down? Fred and Justin have been bothering you relentlessly since your fourth table mate, Sylvia, moved to another desk. You were okay with the boys picking on Sylvia, since it meant they were nicer to you, but as soon as she got fed up and left, they turned their attention to you. You and Sylvia used to get along well. Now she doesn't talk to you anymore. Something smells nasty in here. Are you on the rag, Mara? No, it must be you. She might be right, dude. You're acting like a bitch lately. Fuck you, man. The substitute teacher pops in a video and dims the lights. Okay, the film we're watching is called Shakespeare in Love. What the hell is that? It's about Shakespeare's life. It won Best Picture last... Who asked you, Mark? I'm sorry, I love that too. Just she can't help but answer a question that she knows no one is interested in except her. Or maybe she just doesn't know that. I don't want to hear a peep in this room for the next 40 minutes. I have plenty of PBS Laserdiscs if that's more to your liking. I knew we should have cut today. This sucks. Yeah. You're secretly happy, though. You've been meaning to watch this movie. Plus, it's a break from talking with the boys. As the film ambience sets in, your thoughts drift to Staggle. You've had crushes before. Impossible ones. Crushes on people who don't know you, or who, even more safely, don't really exist. But Staggle is real, and he wants to spend time with you. This isn't a fiction of the heart. This is entirely different. This is so gay, man. Hey, Mara, guess what? Mara, check it out, my dick's out. Despite yourself, you peer down to Fred's lap. Jesus, real funny, Fred. I thought you'd like that. Quit bragging about your pencil dick, Fred. Justin is one of those guys I just imagine has like no brain. Like there's nothing in there. It's just a solid mass of the same stuff that makes up his forehead. Hey, Mara, it's out for real this time. I mean it. Shut up. What part are you talking about? Come on, Mara, look. I'm not looking. Oh shit, you better look, Mara. Stupid fingernail. You're gross. Why do you hate my body so much? Is there a problem over there? Nope. Stop getting us in trouble, Mara. Just shut up. She's gonna hear you. You want to see it for real, Mara? I swear to God, stop. Christ, dude. It's really out. No more games. I'm being completely honest with you. Come on, Mara. I'll kill you if you don't. You alright, Mara? Holy shit, dude. Are you scared of it? No. Don't you like dick? I just didn't expect it to be so small, that's all. Shut up, asshole. I'll turn this off anytime you want, boys. No, we're really enjoying it. Sorry, Mrs. Duffy. Man, this class is retarded. So this scene is really interesting to watch people play on Twitch. And I was kind of obsessed, not obsessed, but I really tuned in for that for quite a while. I just could not help myself. I had to know because I feel like this is the moment where you decide if you're in or not. Because really, like, nothing this bad happens to her again. I don't think. Like, this particular kind of bad. From here, there is only the threat that maybe something really bad will happen. But if people could do this and get through it and then decide a moment later that they were still on board, that they were still playing, then I felt like they were in. They just, it was as if we had shared something and they could no longer walk away. So it felt a bit like a litmus test. When streamers got to this point of whether they were going to stick to it or not. It's another brutally long school day. Though the semester is coming to a close, pressure is bearing down in every direction. Each teacher seems deeply concerned with squashing your free time. Summer assignments are promised, detentions threatened, extracurricular activities suggested. You just want to be free, for none of this to matter. You want it all to vanish like a bad dream. All right. Let's see it. Yes, no, there are no fond teen memories. I mean, there are, but you're going to take the good with the bad. Excuse me. Yes? Can I ask you a question? You do a quick calculation of whether or not this will be worth it. It's very likely these boys want to make fun of you. It would really help us out if I could ask you something. Then again, you've already looked back and can no longer pretend you didn't hear him. You need to either go over there or say no to their faces. All right, let's go over there. This one does not matter. Jason loves you whether you go over or you tell him to fuck off because he likes that. Hey, thanks for coming over. No problem. So, my fucking idiot-ass friend Robert here thinks I'm right that the president was fired for getting a BJ. Bullshit, right? You can't help but smile at the punk's sincerity. That, and you're a little bit thrilled that you know the answer. Well, Robert's sort of right. He was impeached for lying about the BJ. You owe me a cigarette, dickweed. But you, Jason is also right because he's in your name. He so obviously doesn't give a shit about the answer anymore, but we still must go through this because Mara can't stop talking. Mara. Yeah, so Jason's right because he's still going to be president until the next election. Aha! Fucker! Who cares about that shit anyway? Are you guys old enough to vote? I don't know. Are we? Yeah, 18. Pfft. Well, thank you very much, Mara. You guys don't go here, do you? Fuck no. Just waiting for someone. Then we're going to the house. You're momentarily shocked at how casually they've revealed their night to you. The house is a spot where a lot of kids end up on weekends. You can't get there without a car, though, and nobody's ever driven you. You don't even know what it looks like from the inside. Ever been there before? So now the house is based on a real place that a few people have actually guessed, which is like pretty cool. It scares me a little bit because it makes me wonder if those people have ever seen me there. Something about a dick being flipped out followed by a casual hard R. Yeah, I mean, it ain't high school without that. Not high school in the year 2000. Yeah, Jason's got a little Weasley voice. He's kind of like a rat boy. Ever been there before? Not for a while. Well, it's always a blast when we're there. Maybe we'll see you sometime. Yeah, maybe. Well, that was unusual. You wonder if you'll see them again. You better get back to Mom, though. She'll soon be waiting for you at the station. interesting happen? Not really. You couldn't imagine burdening Mom, or rather burdening yourself with Mom's knowledge of the happenings of the day. Besides, there's less than a week of school left. Whatever troubles you now will be washed away soon. I was thinking a lot about your father today. It's hard to be happy sometimes when those thoughts creep up. Yeah. Would you like to get an early dinner before we go home? I was thinking we could go to Applebee's or something. Oh, this one honestly breaks my heart. Like, the thought of like saying no to something like this that you really do want, but you can't because you got your own life. The thought of dinner with Mom sounds good right now. Good enough to risk being seen at Applebee's with her. But what if Staggle is online looking for you? What if you completely missed talking to him tonight? I just want to go home. Alright. Well, ready to go home? I got everything right. Yes. Crap face. That's a good one. I never called it Crapplebee's. It's really, really funny, but I was a few years into dating my husband when I mentioned Ponderosa, and he just turned around on me and said, "You mean Ponderosa?" And I swear to God, it was like the most novel, hilarious shit I had ever heard. For one thing, I had never considered Ponderosa to be gross. That was the most delicious food I could possibly imagine eating. But also just fucking hilarious. Hello. Hello to everyone who's come in recently. Summer is almost here. No more snooty girls. No more nasty boys. Just you and the island in your own pursuits. Your friends who did 3 to 5 years, like a prison shift. Yeah. Hi, Tim. Hey. Oh, Tim's talking art had the wrong color shirt earlier. I'm not gonna fix it anytime soon. Did you have a chance to get to the laundry? No, I was just about to. Oh, all right. I guess I'll do it then. Just give me a minute, Mom. Man, what a dick. Normally you'd stick around and try to coach Mom into being appropriately mad at him, but you don't want to get into it right now. You're breathlessly waiting to get online. Well, see you later. Are you having dinner here tonight? Yeah. You hear your mother's familiarly heavy exhale from the kitchen. So silent, yet it fills the room. All right. I don't believe you need to discover that Staggle's not online, but I'll do it real quick. Staggle isn't online yet. You don't want him to know you won't be around. Okay. We got shit to do. All right. Nothing yet from our seeds, but that is to be expected. All right. So we can go. We've done all the tasks on the island, so we can go straight down to Simon. Back from school? How was it? This one is an affinity point. You can get one for Jackson by being honest with him and saying it was fucking bullshit. I hate it so much. I want to drop out and run away so bad. That's how I felt about it. I only stayed in for my mom's sake, really. But being out is a pain in the ass, too. Gotta fill your life with something. School gives you time to think about it, you know? Well, that's not a problem for me. I know I'm gonna be a writer. Gotcha. So you need cash. Right. Mara never thinks about that. You know, there's a job opening on the island. Really? Where? The town bar, past the schoolhouse. Billy's looking for bussers for the tourist season. You've always wanted a job on the island. You fantasize about operating the soda fountain, asking people if everything's all right, turning chairs upside down at the end of the night, and letting your paychecks accumulate unspent for months. It's a little tip-off at what a loser she is. That would be great. Cool. Well, let me know if you get it. I want VIP access to that dockery machine. Of course, dude. I won't forget you. In your mind, the job is already yours. It's perfect. Walking distance from home. A fun and exciting work environment. Plus, you've known the owner since you were born. You better hurry over before the position is filled. Oh, she's so optimistic. These are just some extras. People who contributed to the Kickstarter. Feels very mature to approach two grown men who are drinking. You hope you're being casual enough. Hi, Simon. Hi, Billy. What are you up to, Mara? Just finishing up with school this week. How about you? We're having a business meeting, kid. Can't you see? Your heart skips for an instant as you realize you must be annoying them. Oh, sorry. Oh. Never gets old. What can I do for you, kid? I saw your help wanted ad. I'd like to apply for a job. Billy and Simon exchange a knowing look that sends chills down your spine. Oh no, have you said something wrong? You don't want to work for this piece of shit, Mara. You'd be better off in the waste management business. Does this game have multiple endings? It has one ending that is very distinct, and it has two. I think it has 3 endings. I'm forgetting. Sorry. There are a couple of different ending wordings of the end of the other ending you can get, depending on how well you've done with your points. This establishment serves alcohol. What kind of job could I give to a 15-year-old kid? Well, I could bus tables or clean. I'm almost 16 also. You don't want to clean this place in the summer, kid. It's not worth the money. It is to me. Billy's good-humored smile begins to morph into genuine concern. Money problems at home? Huh? Does your mom need money, Mara? You're at a loss for words. Of course you need money. You have none of your own. But your mother? Nobody has even ever asked you a question like this. You've never even considered an answer. Is your brother helping out? Oh, well, not really. Timothy just sits on his ass all day. Seriously? Are you kidding me? Billy's scalp pulses as his anger grows. Hold on, Bill. He sleeps at night knowing he's a drain on your mother after all she's been through? He's been through it too, Bill. Maybe he's depressed. Nope, he's just lazy. I think it's sort of an understated aspect of Simon's character that he sympathizes with Mara's brother. Mara? Ooh. Oh shit, what did I do? Sorry. Thought I X'd out for a second there. Did I have any summer jobs when I was Mara's age? Yes, I painted faces at birthday parties for a while. That probably was my first job. I did that when I was like 15. And then I tutored and like kind of kid sat at my Hebrew school when I was 16. And then I went to college. He is. Sounds like laziness to me. Sure, Bill, that's it. Everyone's lazy. Just dicking around. The only virtue is work, isn't it, Bill? Oh, Simon's mad face is so cute. I added that in a little later, I think. I went to a Hebrew school. Well, I didn't go there full time. That was my Sunday school. Sure, Bill, that's it. Everyone's lazy, just dicking around. The only virtue is work, isn't it, Bill? It would have been funny to have Mara go to Hebrew school. I wish I'd had time for something like that. I hope not. You'd already be in hell by now. Oh, a real bottle-breaking sound. Stupid faggot. I gotta go, Now, you can go back to Billy and accost him for being so mean to Simon. Simon's feelings are pretty hurt. He'll live. There are more important things in this world, and he knows it. Go home and be with your mom, kid. I don't know how much it comes across, but Billy and Simon are quite good friends. They just get into it sometimes. Streamer, remember to save, thank you. You sidle up to Simon in hopes that your very presence will lift his spirits. When he doesn't react, you scramble for a comfortable topic. This one If you advocate for Simon, you get an affinity point. So Billy's an asshole is the way to go. Why do you hang out with Billy anyway? He's my friend. But he just said all that stuff and upset you. Yeah, friends do that sometimes. Not my friends. Mara, I thought you had no friends. Well, yeah. Well, thanks for taking my side. It's rare that anyone does. I shouldn't have to stick up for my brother. He's an asshole to me. I know that, Mara, but you just don't... Never mind. You don't have the words to keep Simon from being disappointed in you. You start to think about how little he understands. Has he forgotten you don't even have a dad? Nobody understands. You're completely alone. Timothy's never, ever been nice to me. Ever. So fuck him. And Mom likes him so much better anyway. I just want to get away and have my own life. Mara, listen to me. You went through the same thing together. You, your mom, and Timothy. I'm not saying you need to be friends, just that you have something that bonds you. You could spend your whole life looking for a bond like that. And then I'll spend my life looking for it, because it's not here. I wish you luck. Well, thanks for coming down here to talk to me. Your wretched state makes me feel needed. You realize too late that you came out here to comfort Simon, but he ended up tending to you. You wish he was your brother. Want me to walk you home? No, I'm fine. Okay. Good night, Mara. Yeah, well, you know, I'm not going back to another save file. I'm not actually... Oh, there we go. The spring rain sets in rapidly, drowning out any remnants of activity on the bay. You wonder if it's raining where Staggle is. Look, if I screw up and I get the bad ending, so it goes. I used to have the exit there, for some reason. I don't know why. Makes no sense. You're not even walking through the room. I used a rain plugin for this little trick here, the rain, which made the rain fall, but it was not hitting the surface of the ground, so I manually added in all the drops, which is why you can't, like, walk around and check it all out. You get 3 rooms of that. That's all I could manage. That rain is going to be very good for our plants. It does not have any impact. Yeah, you know, I know that people take objection to the use of the word, and I completely understand that. It's not a word that I like to throw around lightly, but I feel to represent the time, you simply can't pretend that it wasn't thrown around. Looks like family dinner is already over. The monitor greets you with its welcoming glow. He's online. The back of your neck tingles. A cold energy runs through you. Let's just go for it. Again, no difference in affinity. All right, here goes. Hi. Remember sending a brave I am. Hi, PT. So this is the first time we see a talk icon of Staggle. It's as if she has fully visualized him now. She's got that picture. He's here. This is happening. And that's something I kind of played around with is that when she feels she's really talking to Staggle, we don't see him in text form. And when she recedes back away from him, we start to see him again in text form. How are you? Smiley. It's weird. It's been a long day, but I'm feeling better now. Oh, well, that's good. Same here. Good. So what are you doing tonight? So I'm interested in knowing, do people think that Staggle is really a teenager, or do they think he's being deceptive? Yeah, there is an animation in the final game that I made for Kickstarter. There are a couple actually. There's one where Mara's sitting on the beach with characters that did not really end up having much of a role. Okay, you do see him as her age. I mean, that's what he is supposed to be her age. But I was just curious because there is sort of an inherent distrust people have of, strangers on the internet, especially in this time period. Yeah, I saw a few Twitch streamers, and I think that might just sort of be a product of trying to predict the game live to your audience, who are like, maybe Staggle is not what he says he is. But I did not intend for Staggle to be anything but another lonely teenager out there. Good. So what are you doing tonight? Just downloading some songs, checking the forum, maybe gonna write in a bit. If you're busy, we can talk another time. No, I want to talk to you. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, people's reading of this on Twitch is just so gentle, so sweet. It really warms my heart. Well, what's up? You're starting to lose your nerve. You'd hoped you were already being forward enough for him to get the message. Does Staggle only like you as a friend? Maybe you've got this all wrong. You suddenly feel very stupid. You've never even asked if he had a girlfriend. For all you know, he has plenty of other things to do tonight. Are you okay, PT? Things seem different lately. Different? Yeah, between us, I mean. So there were other versions of this game before I settled on the visuals here, where Staggle and Mara's other internet friends would sometimes exist sort of pseudo-transparently on other parts of the island, and she would interact with them in sort of parallel conversations that in my mind were also were happening on the internet, but we were seeing them in the world, so that it was like she had this world of online friends that she brought around with her. But when I kind of settled on the reality of her life, that seemed far too convenient. Bringing your internet friends around with you is something that you can do now. To me, it seemed very important that she has to go home to them. They can't follow her through her life. Yeah, it's true. The kind of person who would be on an AOL fanfiction community, they might be older. That did happen occasionally. I remember there being people on my forum community who were real adults. And for the most part, they were cool. They were married. They had, as far as I could tell, they were not just trying to hang out with teenagers. They just maybe had somewhat juvenile interests. But that was also kind of a fucked up thing about forum communities in general. You could just be a teenager, talking to people who were way older than you, and not really think about it until later. Teens now seem way more aware of that being a little strange. But I don't know. I'm not a teenager. I don't know where they hang out. Felt like my friends only existed in the computer. Same. Oh, same. Yeah, there was a pretty diverse age pool. I feel like I met a lot of people who gave me, were both immature like I was, but also gave me perspective. And they were both parts threatening and nurturing. There was no telling how they would impact you. All the forums are now a bunch of old white dudes getting mad. I mean, maybe. There's probably still some teenagers on there they stumbled on the thing they want, you know? Your pulse doubles. The screen seems to be drifting away from your face, detaching from the material world. I've noticed it too. Mara, dinner. This shit makes me laugh so much. Can I have it in here? You may as well, since we're already done. Here it is. Can you gather your laundry while I'm here? I will in a minute. At least give me your panties and bras. Mom, I'll do it later. It's like, Mom just has to say the fucking thing that is the most embarrassing at all times. She can't have a moment's dignity. Listen, PT, I'm just gonna up and say it. The truth is, I like you. As more than a friend, I mean. I really like you. You begin to type a response, deleting it multiple times. You never imagined you'd be hearing these words, let alone giving a reply. I like you too. I don't know what else to say. Lol, me neither. I'm so happy you told me. I've been wanting to. I know, me too. Everyone on the forum has been teasing me about this for a while. They could tell there was something between us. Really? Wait till we tell them. You imagine with delight how your online friends will react. I like that Mara takes a bite there. The two of you will have a lot of clout as a couple. Everyone's online. We could do it right now. Not yet. I just want to be with you for a while longer. Staggle. You don't remember saying goodnight or falling asleep. You don't remember dreaming, only a feeling of warmth and safety. And most of all, a feeling of, you bitch! What the fuck did you tell Billy? Billy, the bar owner. Goddamn moron. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, we've got a fun little face coming up. I very much enjoy this picture of Mara getting the shit kicked out of her. Oh, is Billy a liar then? You access the just booting memory banks, trying to make sense of who Billy is, what you might have told him, and whether or not you'd consider him a liar. Does your mom need money, Mara? Shit. Telling people I'm lazy? That I'm just a mooch off of my family? No! And you told him mom's broke? What the fuck is wrong with you, Mara? What the fuck? You haven't seen your brother this mad in a long time. I didn't say any of that. Mom is furious, you know. I'm turning off your internet for the whole summer. No, you're not. It's already done. You need to find something else to do with your life. Mom thinks so too. It's funny, like my son, he's 4, and he just does not listen sometimes because, you know, he's so consumed in his own world. And then I'll be like, all right, I guess no book tonight. And he like jumps up in the same way and he's like, yes, book. Like he just had to get at the thing that he wanted most. And then suddenly his ears are working. You have no right to do this. Talk to anyone about me and I'll kick your fucking ass. Consider yourself lucky this time. What does the internet have to do with this? It's an innocent bystander. Beat me up, goddammit. Just don't take my internet. Yes, book. We have completed chapter 1. Did you see that jump, Simon? Very cool. I don't think you looked. I need to focus on my fucking tan. The crowd is descending on this island any day now. Speaking of which, you know the deal. You won't be able to use the pool once Mitch gets here. Yeah, I know. When's he coming anyway? Pretty soon. Whenever his very important work is done. Simon's boyfriend is also a writer, but older than him. You only ever see him in the summertime. The rest of the year, Simon visits Mitch in the city, and they correspond through email, which technically means Simon has an online boyfriend just like you. Do you know how many calories swimming burns? I really want to get hot for the summer. Don't bait me to comment on your appearance, Mara. Besides, you're too late. Summer's already here. There's this workout tape I want to get where you lose 15 pounds in 30 days. Guaranteed. At that rate, I could be hot by July. I think I need a nap. Why don't you check out the scene downtown before it gets too crazy? This is meant to be a little joke here that Mara is swimming in a t-shirt. I've already been down there today. There's nothing to do around here with my internet cut off. There used to be, well, used to be, it still exists, but there was an article in The Onion, like, I don't know, probably like 15 years ago at this point, that was like, teen wearing t-shirt in pool convinces everyone he's not fat. It was something like that, where it's just like the idea that like wearing a t-shirt in the pool would like hide the truth of your body from people. Why don't you write that boy a letter? Your head must be full of insane teenage feelings right now. I guess I could. Show him what my handwriting looks like. That's the spirit. Off you go. That's an idea. It's been years since you wrote anyone a letter. Now, if you just knew where Staggle lived. Can I use your internet before I go? Yes, just be quick. I'm running low on minutes for the month. And please keep that wet t-shirt off the couch. Alright, I am gonna play a little more, but I'm gonna take my headphones off because my head is getting, like, fucking numb, so I'm just gonna, like, chit chat for a little bit, I think. Alright, does anybody wanna... Oh, this camera keeps dropping out of focus. It's like art. It's an art piece. Does anybody want to ask me anything while I'm not paying attention to the camera? Is there... Yeah, I don't know who controls the autofocus. I don't really want to mess with the tech right now. Take a quick peek at it. Auto optimize? Could that be it? Blur? I just don't want to like fuck with this while I'm like recording. Change? Yeah, I don't want to mess with this. It's okay. Whether I'm in focus is not as important as whether the game is working like it should be. Is there a name for fans of Meredith Grant? And if so, is it Fanny Likes? No, there's no name. I've noticed that I don't really like cultivate a cult of personality. And I don't know why, and it's not for me to figure out why. I think I just maybe keep people at a distance, and I don't know what the source of that is, and I don't know what whether there's anything to be done about it. I'm not super into fandoms, but I really do like my I don't even know if I call them fans. I really do like the people who read my comics and play my video games. They are generally very cool people. I've never been in a situation where the fans have collectively, rebelled against any aspect of what I do. I find that generally they approach me on a one-on-one level, which is really what I want. So maybe I'm not holding them at a distance, but I'm maybe not encouraging the sort of, I don't know what it is, you know, either the sense of community or maybe the sort of like obsessive behavior that foments fandoms. I don't know. I honestly don't know what chemicals are or aren't at work that makes my followers so cool. But I have noticed that they are cool, and I'm not just blowing smoke here. I really do like my readers quite a bit. Is Staggle real? Yeah, Staggle's a real person. No, this is not a DSLR. It is a shit camera. Yeah, getting hot during the summer was also my thing. I definitely thought, based on the commercials I had seen, that I had X amount of time to get hot, and I was going to do it, and I was going to show up at school fully transformed. It was just going. It was. I was going to change my life in the minimum amount of time. I'm going to put the camera over here. Put this, the chat over here for a minute. Who's real and who's not real? All the characters are real. Wait, what do you mean by real? Do you mean was he a real person in my life? Or do you mean is he real in the story? In my life. Well, yeah, I mean, Staggle is like an amalgamation of people. Like, he is not a literal person, but he represents people who have been real. I don't know that I could write a relationship like this if it didn't. Yes, my teen furry crush. I never actually had a furry boyfriend, I don't think. No, I don't think so. But you know, there were versions of things about him. I'll say that. You know, people who I look back on and I'm like, I think I did love that person. I don't. It's not the same kind of love that I know to be real now, but I felt something real about them. Yeah, there is a dichotomy between not wanting a fan base and wanting people to read and like your stuff. Yeah, I mean, my dream is just that I get to have conversations with people, or you know, they tell me what they thought of it, and it's just, you know, it's a dialogue between us. It's a connection between us. I don't need fans to talk to each other. I guess I'm jealous that way. I don't care if they talk to each other, but what I'm looking for is to talk to them personally. In the Perfect Tides prequel comic, it seems implied that Mara may post pics online sometimes. Well, the way I see it, she's tried a few different ways of getting a boyfriend, and meeting somebody through her online community is one that she had never considered before. But you know, if you were a teenager on AOL, you probably tried the ASL thing at some point. Seems inevitable. You know, the first time I saw AOL at a friend's house, I was like, holy shit, you can just like meet someone. Cool. And then I remember the first time I watched my friend get like a nude photo after doing one of those ASL things, and I was like, oh shit, this is really touch and go stuff. You don't know what you're gonna get. Will this playthrough be archived? Yes. I am recording it, although I should check my hard drive and see how it's doing. No, I'm doing okay. Yeah, no, I'm recording it on my computer locally, and then I'm pretty sure I set Twitch to archive it as well, and I'll publish that when it's done. So yeah, you should be able to watch the rest should you want to. It's getting hot for you. Also, an exclusively Tybo related endeavor? Certainly not. I tried the ab roller, or like a version of the ab roller, like a generic ab roller that I found at like Caldor or something like that. What else did I try? There were ones I didn't try, but I coveted. Um, just trendy infomercial shit that promised like you'll lose you'll lose 15 pounds in 60 days or your money back kind of shit. Like these drops that you would like put in your water, and I think the trick was that like you had to drink the whole water with it, so that was like for people who never drink water, they would lose some weight because they never hydrated. So real clever. I mean, basically any exercise plan will work for like a little while, and then you'll fall off, and then you'll blame yourself. So like all that stuff I saw as a miracle fix to something that, you have to just be like committed to. Um, and I was not committed. I just wanted the end result really, really fast. I was too depressed to commit to a life of fitness at that point. Do you think you'll make the Kickstarter art book available online for people who weren't able to pledge? Yeah, I think I will. The art book is still in the works. Quite a bit of the final rewards are still being put together, but I think I will make that available probably on Gumroad. Yeah, I know Twitch eats the videos after a month. If this local recording works, I will I'll put it on YouTube. So forums you frequented host on AOL, yes. You read Ant, really? Wow. That's cool. Yeah, if you weren't part of the fan fiction community, then we probably didn't interact. I didn't post too much on like the other stuff, but I was like really into like the Final Fantasy games, like 6 through 8, during those years. So it's possible we crossed paths. That's funny. Yeah, interacted with the reviewers. I didn't play Monkey Island until I was much older, so I didn't check that out. And I didn't get into IRC until a bit later, probably like the end of high school. I got into IRC. And what's the other one? ICQ. Harvest Moon Forum. Yeah, I didn't get into that one until later too. And by then I was like, I'm just going to go garden for real. All right. So I say there's plenty of people in the chat, so I'll keep going for a little bit. I'm going to do... I'll see how far I can get into the summer. We'll go from there. Oh, somebody you knew on AOL lied about their identity. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was a big part of it. You could just be somebody else. Yeah, no, that was it. AOL amp. I have looked for recobbling of Ant, because at the time there were a lot of people who wanted to. When Ant was shutting down, they were talking about it, and they did make other forums, but inevitably it's not going to be the same. Anyway, I'm gonna start playing again. Move the chat back to my other screen. Yeah, that's right. I got 2 screens. Okay. Creakily, you navigate Simon's decrepit laptop to his last installation of AOL. It's about 2 full versions old, but it'll do the trick. You enter your login information. Staggle is online. Hey, you. BT. Oh, how nice it is to drop the pretense that you're online for any reason but to talk to each other. Finally, you can be yourself. Sorry I haven't logged in for a while. I'm using my neighbor's computer because mine is still broken. Okay, so you haven't told Staggle the whole truth. You're feeling kind of paranoid about ratting on Timothy after that last blow-up. Besides, you'd rather spend your precious few minutes with Staggle talking about other things. That sucks. I've really missed you. I'm glad you're here now. Smile. Me too. I wish we were swimming in my pool. Oh, what a lie that it's her pool. Oof. I wish too. Is it hot where you are? I love, I forgot I did this, but like Staggle is like nude here. Yes, the wind by the beach kind of cools everything off. Is this the horniest moment in Perfect Tides? It's up there. Sounds amazing. It is, sort of. But there's nothing to hide behind either. Oh no. Oh, PT, why would someone like you need to hide? Oh, plenty of reasons. I'm shy about my body. I'm sure you don't need to be. Well, thank you, but I am. People can be really mean. I know. Plus, nobody here likes the same things as me, so I kind of hide that too. Maybe they do like the same things, and you just don't know it. Oh, Staggle and his sad hopefulness. Anytime I try to talk about those things, when I start to name them out loud, they just sound so stupid. I start to hate them. Sometimes it's better to type it out, whisper it where nobody can hear. I get that. I do. But your life is so cool, living by the sea. That's so rare, you know? I guess so. I never think about it. It's just normal for me. Well, trust me, anyone would love to be where you are. It would be better if you were here. I know, I know. I think about that a lot. Me too. On the 4th of July, they light up the whole sky with fireworks. The beach is filled with people. That sounds wonderful. It's the time of year I feel loneliest. No one to see it with. No one like you. I'm sorry, but I can't talk long. Oh, okay. I was thinking, yeah? Maybe I could write you a letter if you give me your address? A long pause. Have you possibly overstepped some boundary? Sure, I'd love to get a letter from you. That would be so cute. Smile. Moments later, his address appears before you. A few things suddenly occur to you. He lives in the United States, in Pennsylvania. Like me. This is news to you. You've never asked. He neglects to include his real name, which again, for the first time, you're realizing you've never asked about. Is it the right time to ask? You're not sure. Asking for his name would mean revealing your own. And I believe this is sort of a concept that's called back on later when they get as close as they're ever going to get. She cannot stand the reflection of herself in him. Got it. Let me write this down. You quickly jot down Staggle's address on a piece of paper, which you then pocket. I'll write you this week, and hopefully be back online soon. I can't wait. Hugs. Hugs. You log off. Horny. All right. Let's see if our plants have come up. Woohoo! Can it be? It's summertime, but Timothy isn't on the console or watching TV. The game controller sits unused and beckoning on the floor. I think I can grab the keys right now. Yep. But I'm going to save these until later in the summer. If you plant them now, I don't think they do what you want them to do. Hot tip. Pro tip. You decide to use this time to power through the pivotal cutscene of pure Fantasia 6, a game you have never finished. You've already been spoiled to what happens, and you've been avoiding it because you know it will upset you. But maybe it's time to clear out the cache of last year's pursuits. This year, you're going to get hot, make friends, and take full control of your life. Memories of the story flood back as you open your save file. These characters, this world, all that is at stake are suddenly of great concern to you again. Practitioner of magic, daughter of the ancients. So I felt, obviously, quite a way about a very similar video game to this. And leading up to it was sort of the same kind of emotional journey where I just could not believe what I was hearing, that this is how it was going to play out. So I felt the need to recreate that, I suppose. She is the last of her kind. You knew it was coming, and yet you weren't prepared. Is there really no way to save her? Is this the end of her story? And clearly this is the Perfect Tides theme in the Errands style. Yeah, they never work. I love this cut here. No one ever understood her. Even as a child, they knew she was strange, yet her talents were undeniable. It's just so tragic. She died before ever reaching her full potential. She died before she could experience love. What are you doing? I made myself laugh so much, like making the music go quieter here when you cut out from the from the TV. Just the sound of something that you're taking very seriously from a distance, removed from experiencing it firsthand, to me is like such a funny, like, embarrassment for a teenager. What are you doing? I was just walking through. You were hovering over me. You did it on purpose. Mara, if you can't play those games without getting mad. I was fine until he showed up. I wish I knew where your anger comes from. What are you so mad about? Your existence! That's funny, since I was here first. Oh, what a dick. What a dick that I wrote. Can't you please keep the peace? He stands there and judges me. He tries to embarrass me. Don't you see it? He's taking an interest in your life. He says he's worried about you. Worried? Worried? He's torturing me. I wouldn't even leave my room if he hadn't turned off my internet. Well, maybe you should leave your room. You're on the computer so much you never see other people. There are people on the internet, Mom. You don't know anything about those people. I know a lot about them, and they know me a hell of a lot better than anyone around here does. I don't think you mean that. You have no idea. Ooh. For the longest time, you played this game with the world. You wait for anyone to notice how miserable you are. You wait for someone to be sorry. You wait for someone to coax you out of the state you're in with a kind word or a loving touch. You wait for someone to be the person you matter to. You wait to suffer any malady, any injury, any drug dependence, criminal offense, or suicide attempt. Anything that might awaken the world to how bad you feel inside. No one cares. I do. Staggle. You feel a rush of poetic vulnerability. It is time to write a letter to Staggle. Dear Staggle. So these, again, do not have an affinity impact on the game. They don't affect the ending, but they do affect the letter that Staggle writes back to you. And there are a few different, there's a couple different combinations. You can also end up with a boilerplate letter if you get too vulnerable. Mara will throw her letter away. Let's go as vulnerable as possible. I miss you so very much. Things have been really hard for me at home. I didn't mention this earlier, but my brother shut my internet off as this fucked up way of punishing me. My family's been pretty messed up for the past couple of years. Maybe one day I'll tell you about it. Anyway, I'm just sitting by the water with my notebook. It's a little breezy, so I have to hold the pages down while I write. Let's do it, man. I dream about your touch. With great focus, I can imagine you holding me close. Do you ever feel that way? Sometimes my dreams are so intense I can't believe they aren't real. I've been writing a lot lately. Without the internet, it's the only thing to do on my computer. I don't play a lot of games because it's old. Hopefully I can post some of it soon. How's everything on the forum? Are you wrapping up Exodus Genesis yet? It's my favorite story of yours. I can't wait to go back and read everything. You're feeling pretty satisfied with the length of this letter. Time to wrap it up, eh? Alright, so if you say you're falling in love with him, you do throw the letter away. You give my life meaning. I'm not always sure what the point of living is, and then I remember you. I'll count the days breathlessly until I hear from you. Wow, you've really bared all here. It's almost dangerous to send such a letter, but you bravely fold and pocket the letter. What a rush! Yeah, I regret that, like, there are certain things that, like, inevitably, like, players who are curious are going to, like, go to quite a lot of trouble to see where they can get with it. I actually, Ran, I think I remember seeing you try, and I was like, oh, don't bother, but I didn't feel like I could interfere. What's up, Mara? You quickly tidy up your hair and rub any remaining tears out of your eyes. You don't want Lily to know you've been off crying somewhere. Just walking around. What about you guys? I remember somebody seeing this and being like, yeah, you're standing right in front of them, like tidying up your hair. All right, it's a little narrative shorthand, okay? I don't see any guys around here. Grandma, you can say guys to anyone now. It's kind of like dude. The 21st century language is too much for me. I might just go postal over here. Now you're getting it. Your exhaustion from joining a conversation already in progress has blinded you to your initial task. Did you have a reason to be at the post office? All right. My letter. I actually have a letter. No problem, kiddo. Where's it going? You gingerly hand Lily's grandma Staggle's address. What's the recipient's name? Lush. Who's it for, honey? It's kind of... Mara's being weird again. It's all right. You need a stamp? Oh, I guess so, but my treat. Just need to write out the addresses. Can I write out the envelope, please? Suit yourself. Yeah, no. If I'd done a save before writing the letter prompt, everyone would have thought it was way more important than it was. I only did the single prompt when you go into Timothy's room. Perfect. I'll make sure it gets there. Have no fear. So, Mara, Lily was just telling me about the camera crew on the beach. Huh? Mara, it's MTV. They're shooting TRL on Perfect Tides this week. This is like to me, when there's like, I don't know, fucking, uh, uh, Josie and the Pussycats, and they're like, guys, the monkeys are here in I don't know what's the name of their town. Blanking. Help me out here. Hillsdale. The town where the Archie shit is. But you know, some show from like the late 20th century, Riverdale, thank you, where I was gonna say Highland. That's the universe of Beavis and Butthead. Uh some like fictional town where like a real band is coming. It's like just like such a funny idea to me that there'd be like, you know, that you would like write something like that. Yeah, you know. Yeah. The can I do anything about this camera? That's driving me crazy. Oh well, doesn't matter. Um anyway, yeah, I just thought it was so funny, like the idea of taking a real thing and putting it in a fictional town as if it was some sort of like product tie-in with something. What? You wouldn't call Total Request Live your favorite show, but it's definitely the one you watch most. Every day is a new chance for viewers to vote for the top 10 music videos in America. Day by day, the list generally includes the same mix of boy bands, rappers, divas, new metal, and pop punk bands, with almost no variation. But the show is filmed live in front of screaming teenagers every day, and that makes it a vital living thing. They're setting up now. Want to go down there and try to get on camera? Yes. Should we make a sign? We totally need to make a sign. Grandma, do you have any poster board? Let me see what's in here. No plain paper, but I can give you a couple of flat rate mailers if that helps. Do you have something to draw with? Yeah, I've got some markers. Perfect. Thanks, Mrs. Peters. You're welcome. And Lily? I'll scream if a perv follows me. And I won't let anyone pass me drugs. Or alcohol. Have fun, girls. Ready to be famous, Mara? Let's go. Shit, I just realized I didn't get the special gel pens from Daniel. Oh no! This is really gonna fuck things up. I don't know if Lily is gonna dance with me later. Well, I guess we'll find out. Oh no, I made a big mistake. You know, that fake gamer girl. The gel pens, no! Well, I guess we'll find out, right? And here's a couple of NPCs, Kickstarter guys included. All right. Well, we'll see if I can salvage this bullshit day now that I've screwed everything up. All right, so I think maybe I should have saved more than one file, huh? So I think I can plant my peas now. Maybe it's still possible. We'll find out. There might be another chance to win Lily's favor. Excuse me, boys. Are you, huh? When do you start filming? How'd you girls find out about this? We live on the island. My neighbor who runs the ferry said you were here. Great. Where the hell is the security team? We won't tell anyone. We just want to be on camera. I can't believe kids live on this island. I didn't think anyone lived here. Tanya, I talked to you at taping in the city in March. Do you remember me? No. What's it like growing up in gay Disneyland? I don't know. Kind of boring. I was asking you. What do you do for fun around here, Angel? Mostly just hang out on the beach. Try to get on TV with my friend here. Well, the beach is off limits to minors. Come on! Look, girls, come back in 30 minutes with a really good sign and maybe we'll put you on, okay? All right. Is Carson here? Are there any special guests? Bye, girls. All right, we need to make the best sign in history. Got it. Let's go over to the helipad so we can spread our supplies out. Right. Yeah, I screwed the pooch on this one. Well, let's find out. Hey, Simon, why are you sitting here? Just waiting for someone. Mind if we work on our sign here on the deck? No, but I suggest you hurry. Simon says we should hurry. Well, duh, the show's about to start. Let's do this. Do you have anything to color with? Not really. Shit, we'll have to use regular pens then. Oh no, it'll look like crap. We still have to try, come on. Can you still get the best ending if you don't do the dance? That's a good question. I don't think... I don't know if you can. I think you need to get enough Lily points to reconcile with her. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. We draw Carson Daly and NSYNC. The whole band? Well, Bye 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 is going to be the #1 video, right? Definitely, but it'll take us forever to draw all 5 of them. Okay. How about we just draw Justin? Why only Justin? What kind of a question is that, Mara? Forget it. Wow, that looks just like him. Thanks. Your Justin's not bad either. I like to start with the hair and work my way down. Justin had this, like, popcorny looking hair back then. I guess the sign kind of sucks. Yeah, I agree. But we did the best with what we had. Let's go. You pick up the sign. Time to get famous. I wonder if we could swim around the security line. Yes, I know they could not stand this close to a helicopter. Fucking sue me. You're here, I can't believe it. Good to see you, Simon. Mitch, have you ever met Mara or Lily? They live here. Nice to meet you. You year-rounders are crazy, you know that? So we've been told. Do you own that helicopter? Good lord, no. I'm not made of money. Well, most people take the ferry. Are you tired? Want to go anywhere? Yeah, I want to go home and have a freaking drink. Sounds great. Let's go. See you later, girls. And remember, Mara. Yeah, no pool. Bye. Justin's macaroni hair, yes. No, you cannot get Simon's disc until the fall. Wow, Simon's dating him? What a snob. I wonder if he'll let us ride in the helicopter. Mara, focus. The show's about to start. Right. Oh, my state of the art. Special effects. Probably the most expensive scene in Perfect Tides. That cost about $30,000 to make. Very sexy. Stay like that. Like this? No, you idiot. Like you were before. Sorry. Do I have to come out there and show you? Excuse me. We have a sign. What? Remember from before? Tanya promised we could be on TV if we came back with a sign. Annoying kids. No, I don't. And that doesn't sound like Tanya at all. Can you please film us? We worked really hard on this. I guess I can cut you in. We're just going around shooting incidentals. Alright. Wait a minute. First, I want to know what you're doing after dark, Angel. Me? There's a party tonight in the private section of the beach. I think you'd really like the scene. Lots of TV people. Can I bring Mara? Sorry, just you. So actually, this game actually got the first, like, really negative review on Steam this week. specifically for, well, they didn't like the Hitler jokes, but also for all the incidents of adults hitting on minors, and they capped up their review with the word gross with like many exclamation points. Um, so clearly it hit a note. I can't believe they didn't like it though. It's so cool. Your stomach drops hearing the words you already knew were true. You are by default undesirable. That's okay. I gotta be back home anyway. Give me your number. I don't have a cell phone. What if I met you on the beach? Lily does in fact have a beeper. You wonder why she didn't offer that. Okay, meet me here at 8:30 and we'll have a blast. Is 10:30 okay? I want to make sure my parents are asleep before I sneak out. 10:30 is great. I like the idea of like Lily never intending to go, making him wait longer. Hey! Now this girl has kind of a, not quite, yeah, she's like proto Paris Hilton. Give it a rest. Why don't you girls stand with the water in the background, like you're stuck between a camera and the ends of the earth? Did you see us? No. Did you? No. I guess our sign was too crappy after all. I thought it was cool. You suddenly realize you and Lily have spent the whole day together. You used to do this all the time. Now with Lily's full life of friends and extracurriculars, it is rare. You think about how low you felt earlier today, like there was no one in real life who cared for you at all. You never want this day to end. You probably have to get ready for that party, huh? Party? With the TV guy? The guy you said you'd meet on the beach? What? Mara, I wasn't serious about that. You weren't? That guy's so old, he's practically on death's door. Don't make me puke. Well, what do you want to do then? Have you ever been to the campsite in the wilderness, the one past the woods? I don't think so. There's no one in the registration booked for tonight. Want to go? Are you sure we should be going into the woods? I know the way. Let's go, Mara. Your fear of the woods is temporarily offset by the thrill of making this night last. You screw your courage to the sticking place and let Lily guide you. Oh, that's awesome. I love to hear. I mean, I have like, there's a limit to how many people can discover the game through my comics. Like, there's a certain number of people who've read my comics and will read this. Kind of a fun little scene here. And then downtown is just kind of dark at night. But I really love when someone comes to it completely blind and finds that they like it. That really does my heart well. So you know the way? Yeah, Mara, I told you I do. I believe you, I just can't see anything. I've done this a million times. You don't have to see. You just have to be sure. Booyah! Private campsite. What about the tent? It's abandoned. Nobody's used it for months. This is amazing. I can't believe we have this place all to ourselves. All the tourists are at the rentals and hotels. This place is pretty much unused till late summer. Want to smoke? Sure. You find to your surprise that the smoke burns less than you remember. Its heat and aroma are almost pleasant. But you also didn't really inhale this time. You just held the smoke in your cheek. Maybe that's the trick. A sense of awe and relief comes over you. You see the way your prayers were answered today in a moment of need. And you were so sad. You were so sad, and now here you are. An artist, someone's long-distance girlfriend, an expert negotiator, an almost TV star, smoking on the beach with your best friend. It's as if you've been given a reason to live. Mara? Yes, Lily? I'm going away with my family for the rest of the summer. I just found out today. My parents are thinking of moving upstate, where my half-brother lives. They were going to wait till I finished high school, but we're probably going to look for a house on this trip. My parents want to turn our home on Perfect Tides into a rental property. It's really fucking stupid. Are you upset? You find you're unable to meet Lily's eyes. You can't stop the acid bubbling inside of you. Dunno. If you gotta go, you gotta go, I guess. I'm gonna miss seeing you this summer, and I'd really miss you if I didn't come back. You might not even come back? I don't know yet. Here, Mara, pass the cigarette back. Don't waste it. Well, I guess this is goodbye then. Please don't be mad. This is already really hard for me, okay? Oh, you'll be fine, Lily. You have no trouble making friends. You think it's easy for me to uproot my life? My parents dragged me kicking and screaming to my first day of school here. You think Ashley and Christina were nice to me at the beginning of high school? I had to work hard to win their friendship. Good for you. Hey, don't walk away from me. I'm not responsible for whether you have friends or not. Oh, so you're saying I have no friends? You're saying that, you dumb bitch. Fuck you. Why don't you go have sex with Matt Reinwald? Oh man, I love this one. Sorry. Why don't you go have sex with Matt Reinwald one last time? I'm sure he'd love something to remember you by. Sounds better than hanging out with a stinking cunt like you. At least I'm not a boobless hoe. Which, by the way, you can type that into a calculator. It's 80087355540, and then you turn the calculator upside down. At least I'm not ugly and annoying. Then why'd you ever hang out with me? Once again, you'd like to die. Lily is gone. Simon is gone. There's no return to your internet life in sight. You have nothing. What am I doing again? I saw snacks on your drawings in the living room. Was Lily over last night? Yeah. No. Everything all right? Forget it. Okay. What am I doing today? I've already forgotten. My plants are growing. Right. I got a party to go to today. Dean? Mara? Holy shit. What are you doing on the island? Dean's eyes dart past you for a moment. He seems to be considering whether or not he wants to answer the question. Meeting some guys. You kind of thought Dean might be gay, but you didn't expect him to just tell you like that. Pretty much nobody at your school is out of the closet. You feel special that he'd admit such a thing to you. Maybe it's because you live on the island where such things are more freely expressed. Or maybe he just knows how little clout you have at school and isn't threatened by you. He is marginally higher on the social totem pole than you, being heavily involved in at least 3 clubs. Well, this is the place for it. Do you know Simon? No, is he hot? He lives in this house. That's why I asked. You know the guy whose house this is? Can you take me inside? Simon doesn't like me barging in on his parties. Please, Mara? This house is so cool. I'd love you forever. contemplate the benefits of intruding on Simon's party. Dean is friends with a lot of smart kids who drive cars, go to the movies, and ostensibly perform oral sex on women. You're also very curious to see Simon out of his element, being social with people other than you. Maybe just a quick peek inside. All right, you're the best! Oh my god. All right, you're a miracle worker. Glad to help. I better go before Simon. Please just stay a little longer and walk me around. I don't know anyone else here. I don't know. Mara, I'm begging you. I came all the way here just for this. You find it hard to dismiss Dean's enthusiasm. The least you could do is hang out a little while. Well, alright, but if Simon gets mad, we'll have to leave. Hi, Simon. Mara, my dear friend. You're adorable, you know that? I just want to put you in my pocket. You're surprised that Simon is happy to see you here. Almost as surprised as you are to see him this jovial at all, under any circumstance. I'm not slurring my words enough. I'm Dean. Yeah, I know Dean from school. Work! We've, collaborated in a student-mentor sort of way. Isn't that nice? Thanks for looking out for little Mara here. I want to see her on the right track. You guys help yourself to whatever. No drinks for you, though, kid. Alright. I just want what's best for you. You're such a sweet thing. Okay, have fun. He's cute. I'd tap that. Oh my god, there's a pool? Alright, you can talk to these guys. It's kind of a Monkey Island style dialogue I did here because I wasn't about to design talk art for all of them, so I did their mouths flapping. Pretty funny I'm the only girl here, huh? I guess that's sort of funny. Are you Mitch's niece or something? No, I'm friends with Simon. Oh, Simon, the little one. Mitch's assistant, yeah. Duh, it's his house. Anyway, me and Simon mostly hang out in the cold season, but he lets me swim here sometimes too. Sounds fun. Well, thanks for all the info about you and some guy at this party named Simon. No problem. So we get a little bit of a hint here that Simon doesn't actually belong in this house. Took a dip in the pool, huh? I'm not gonna go through all of these, but like I really had fun writing all of these ways that Mara is just like the most annoying person these people could imagine meeting. Yeah, I guess that's true. There were a few Sierra games where you would have a character kind of just like flapping their mouths a little bit from a distance. Yep. Don't mind me. I'm just going around meeting Simon's friends. Never heard of him. That's the twink with the dewy hair, right? You've never noticed Simon is a twink, nor that his hair is dewy. Oh, right. I saw him with Mitch before. Something going on there? They're boyfriends, obviously. You know that for a fact? If you're not sure, you probably shouldn't say it. It's hard enough for Mitch already, being in the public eye. Oh, I didn't realize. Sorry. You feel so dumb. Did you somehow get this wrong? Simon talks about Mitch all the time, and they're staying together in his house. You've clearly made assumptions. On the other hand, it's pretty rude that no one at this party even knows or cares who Simon is. What's the point of hosting a party if you can't make any friends? I like this visual of Dean just like floating terrified in the middle of this pool. How's it going so far? Fucking amazing. Oh my god, Mara, everyone here is so cool. They've all got really interesting jobs and fancy apartments in the city and cool hobbies and Dean has a moment of sobering reflection. I feel like this is sort of like it's like a comedic but like sort of sad moment of like a kid just like wanting to press fast forward on his life so much. God, high school is such a waste of time. Do the people here know you're in high school? What the fuck do you think? Lower your voice. You said high school, not me. Stop saying high school. What are you gonna do if they find out? Why do you care so much? Are you gonna rat me out? No, but You suddenly feel foolish for saying that. This fucking line makes me laugh too. You think about how, for example, you pretended to be under 12 until pretty recently so your mom could pay half price for you at Ponderosa. There are benefits to lying about such things. I just like, I love Mara's epiphanies and how, the sort of epiphanies you only have after long after an experience. Mara has these epiphanies about, like, her frame of reference is when she was a little kid, and it's like pretty funny to me to like make that sort of comparison. Like, for example, you understand what this teenager is going through because of like some shit from when you were like 9. On further reflection, you think about the times you've secretly enjoyed being the youngest person in an online community, and you wonder if it's the same for Dean. But obviously it's different online. You can't quite put your finger on why, but it's different. You decide to leave Dean alone and keep his secret to yourself. Let's grab one of these. You slowly and visibly put your hand on a book, slide it toward yourself, and take it away. You figure that was enough time for someone to see you and yell at you if it wasn't allowed. It's your book now. Okay, so secrets revealed time. There are two affinity levels for Simon that are completely parallel to one another. You get your one affinity level that allows you to make up with him, and there's one affinity level that allows you to understand him better. And you do that by reading his book, and one other thing that I'll show you later. You open the book to a random page and read a few paragraphs. The writing is clear and straightforward, almost clinical at first glance. But the more you read, the more you recognize the delicacy of words. There's a fine and nimble structure, a cleverness of craft that surprises you. You have to admit you're impressed with Mitch's writing. It's clear that Simon has much to admire, and perhaps to emulate in him. Something I regret about this scene, although it seems okay right now. Right, she's walking at like what would be normal speed. I realized after the fact that the AGS engine will really slow down if you put a lot of objects in a single scene, and that's the reason Mara walks so slow when you're here, even if you have like a fast walk elsewhere. You're being unreasonable. You always say that when I'm upset. Can we just have a nice time? Why do you have to be like this when everyone's here? Everyone's always here in your world. Do you have any idea how lonely this place can be? Nobody's keeping you here if you don't like it. You're free to go anytime. Fuck you. This isn't freedom. Alright then. Of course, you can also get carrot seeds by doing a little extra task here. Excuse me. Yes? There's no indication in Mitch's face that you've ever met him. Evidently, you're not that memorable. I found this book outside. No problem. It occurs to you right at this second that Mitch must be Mitchell Lovett, the author of this book. Wow, duh! Thanks. No problem. What do you think of it so far? This does not affect anything. It's just fun. My favorite answer, personally, is this one. Frankly, I didn't like it. Wow, kid. I admire your courage. What was your main critique? Well, because the New York Times review of books seems to think it cements my place in the canon of the American thriller. Oh. And at least 2 producers at New Line Cinema reject your view as well. Okay. Do you know the kind of work it takes to be this prolific? Yes, I'm a writer myself. Really? Name 3 of your own books. I'm not published. Well, isn't that convenient? Let me know when you've got your own name on a book, you absolute nothing. Alright, while I'm here, let's just plant some... Oh, right, I don't have my carrot seed yet, but I will very soon. I think you get a point just for looking at this. Not to be missed. Your eyes skim Mikey's usual selection of junk, seeing nothing of, ah, what's this? Billy Blank's Tybo Gold for men and women over 40? You briefly consider whether a workout for adults over 40 would actually work on you. According to the box, the key difference seems to be a soundtrack of music from the 50s and 60s. Excuse me. You're pretty sure you'd be accepting of that for the right price. How much for the Tybo tape? Oh, you're a fan of blanks? It's quite a collector's item, this tape. Can't find them in stores. I could probably find it on eBay. Look, Maura, you're a creative kid. Find me something of equal value and the tape's yours. What would be as valuable as Tybo Gold? Now that's up to you to find out, isn't it? Now beat it. I have customers other than you in the summer. What's this? The latest Mitchell Lovett book? It's not even out yet. A review copy? I see. You hand it over. Mikey inspects the book. I suppose I could sell this to some deranged individual on the fringes of society. He's a best-selling author. It says so on the book. What do you want for it? The Tybo tape. You drive a hard bargain, Maura. A book no one has ever even heard of for a classic workout tape that's not available in stores? You want to see a small business fail? You stand in silence, holding your ground. There's nothing else you want more than to get hot for the summer, and Mikey is the sole obstacle in your way. Give me the goddamn tape. All right, it's all yours. Little Zelda there. At long last, you hold the truth in your hands. The golden goblet is yours. You can't wait to take it home, slip it in the VCR, and claim the hot status you've been longing for. Not so fast. This is an autographed copy. That makes it extra valuable. Mikey roots through the book to see the autograph. Best wishes, Mitch. How do I know you didn't write this in yourself? Do you have a certificate of authenticity? No, but... Well, that's pretty standard, Maura. If you can't prove it, neither can I. Threaten him with Tybo violence. Newly emboldened by your Tybo lifestyle, you see a possible advantage. What if I punch your lights out? Okay, please don't. Mikey hands you an old crumpled bag of seeds. There's an illustration of a carrot in front with grow instructions on the back. You're into gardening, right? My dad was. Well, I encourage you to find some non-violent hobbies. Celebrate the value of life. My life, for example. All right. Checking out the merchandise? I think. Maura, get the fuck out of here! Sheesh, give me a chance to make a bad impression on my own. Alright, now I'm going to plant those carrots. I think I might have screwed it up with the peas. I can't remember. We'll find out. Gently sprinkle the carrot seeds, doing your best to space them by an inch or two. You cover them lightly with soil. Now you wait. Your guts invert. Why does Timothy have to be here with his friends now? Why now? Hey, Maura. You can't speak. Not even to Jackson. Timothy has taken everything away from you. Your internet, your games, your sense of peace in this house. And now, you finally have your exercise tape. When your life is finally on track somewhere, he's taken over the living room with his friends. Why is your little sister staring at us? What do you want, Maura? Well, I want to use the TV. No. It's my turn. You get to use everything in this house. I want the TV. We've got till the count of 3 to get out of here. Dude. 1. I'm not a child. 2. You're really gonna kick my ass in front of everyone? 3. Better use the TV, Tim. So I believe I I reused a mouth here. Fred's mouth, the guy who shows you his penis. I reused it on this guy, and it's very obvious to me. And I never did that anywhere else because I just didn't like how it turned out. But and it wasn't worth it. It was pretty easy to draw lip sync, so I don't know why I did it, honestly. I was just looking for ways here and there to speed up production on a game that was taking twice as long, 3 times as long as I thought it was going to take to make. Yeah, we don't care. You want to put on your stupid crap? Go ahead. So it is possible to give up and leave, and you will miss out on an affinity point for Mara if you do that. I can't imagine many people do it though. I wish I knew where your anger comes from. Yeah, no, you won't get hot. It's possible that Mara gets a slight boost in confidence from doing this. Whether she actually gets hot or not. Maybe it's the endorphins, but you're overcome by a sense of clarity. There are no rights in this house, only a primal struggle for power. Timothy does whatever he is allowed to do. He takes whatever is free to take. You can only assert what is rightfully yours if you have the strength to take it. He will always be bigger than you, though. Strength is on his side. But you know his ways, and you know the land. You will get your internet back. I guess I'm going to finish summer at this point. I will call it a night after I finished summertime. All right. Let's get down to business. Taking care not to strip the heads, you gently remove the screws one by one and peel off the wall panel. You can smell this room. Yeah, no, I don't know that it's entirely realistic that Mara would work out in front of her brother. I just thought it was a courageous act for someone so fearful. All right, let's do this. I watched quite a few streamers agonize over this sequence, particularly finding the password. And then I saw people look at this and not really be sure what that said. This one ended up being a big challenge. But because, you know, we're having fun here, yeah, let's get a game over here just so I can show it off. The chill rushes over you as you sit at the forbidden console. Crap, Timothy doesn't have his login filled out. You'll have to guess his password. All right, let's do this. Me die.
Goodbye.
Timothy, I can explain. I'm going to be completely honest with you because you deserve that. I needed the internet back because I want to do my summer reading homework. So this was, you know, the classic King's Quest death sequence, where you get laughed at whenever you die. I wish I had time to make a game where you could die more than one way, but this was the only place I could really fit it in. Yes, you really do die, and you have to go back, which is why I encourage you to save there. This is by far the most dangerous thing Mara has ever done. Success. Alright. Admin settings. I don't know if you guys have tried these. Let's just go through them. So if you try to set King Tim to kids only, it sure would be funny to give Timothy a taste of his own medicine, eh? Except that he'd notice the change immediately, pound you to a fine spelt flour, and set everything back. Still, a nice thought. And then Mom. You reel at the thought of punishing your mother. Of what exactly is she guilty? Apart from passively allowing Timothy to bully you, monitoring every detail of your life, guilting you from sunrise to sunset, and filling every gap in your imagination with misery, she was an innocent party. Really, it just pains you to imagine her not fully noticing the change, accepting the subtle limitation, and going about her life. That would hurt you most of all. That really stings when your family, like your older family members, are making a fool of themselves online, but they don't know it. Like one time, oh my god, I felt so bad about this. I had like on Facebook, like many years ago on Facebook, I put under my likes, it was like an ASCII written version of the word sluts. It was like very thick and like hot, like multiple lines of just like S, like cool S, cool L, sluts. And I just put like under my interest, sluts. Very funny. And then like I think like one of my uncles just sort of inadvertently liked it. He just like hit like on it totally inadvertently, and it just sat in his profile. Like the word sluts just like floating unnoticed in my uncle's Facebook profile. And this is not a man who would ever say anything like this. It felt so bad. And yet, so funny. Oh man. Oh, it hurts so good. Well done. You now have full adult use of the internet. No gross-out flash game or fanfiction community is off limits to you anymore. Alright, let's check out some other stuff real quick, because I do like what these say about Mara's relationship to Timothy. With your brother's grimy mouse to guide you, you quickly peek into Timothy's inbox. A lot of boring correspondence with the same male friends he's had since childhood. Email marketing, uncleared spam for days, a bunch of forwarded crap from your uncle. Timothy apparently has no online social life at all. It's no wonder he doesn't understand you. You consider that maybe Timothy is not cognizant of just how much this punishment has hurt you. In a way, he might even think he's doing you some good. Of course, this thought immediately turns to bitter resentment. You close his inbox in disgust, rueful of your curiosity. Let's look at Timothy's browser history. Mara, you're already in the belly of the beast. Even you have no desire to peel back this particular membrane, to look beyond the bounds of our known universe into fearsome, swirling annihilation. You log off, making sure to arrange all the windows back the way you found them. You get a little point ding there if you got the internet correct. If not, I think it tells you that you feel like you forgot something. Oh, Mom's out here and she's watching Titanic, 1997. She's at the fateful scene where Jack and Rose are struggling to keep warm after plunging into the sea. Rose is hoisted onto a floating door where she will just barely survive until help comes. Mom hasn't been in the living room for long. She must have been watching the rest of the movie earlier, or for some reason she chose to start it here. Oh, hi dear. Did you want dinner? I'll just have something from the fridge. All right, make sure you eat. This part reminds me of your father. It sort of embarrasses you that Mom would project her own story onto such young romantic leads. But on top of that, it's a fiction. Dad didn't die in some beautiful self-sacrificial gesture. He just didn't wake up one day. There was no exquisite last look, no goodbye. This one has no bearing on the outcome of the game. Just for you. I don't actually think you can help her here. You make her feel bad no matter what you say. Yeah, I can see that. Dad's kind of like Jack. He also wanted you to live on and find things to be happy about. He did want that, I know. Of course, you had 24 years with him, while Rose only had a couple of days with Jack. What does that matter? It's never enough. And I only knew Dad for 13 years. Oh, is this the worst thing Mara says in the whole game? It might be. I only knew Dad for 13 years. Even less if you only count the years I'm able to remember. I'm just saying, the shorter time you had to know them, the more tragic it is. Mom doesn't respond further. You quickly regret this thesis you built, one that you're not even remotely committed to, just for the sake of being contrary. But it's too late to back off. That ship has sailed, crashed, broken in two, bobbed horrifically in the darkness, and sunken into the depths of the sea. Oh, Mara, you got a letter today. A handwritten letter from a boy in Pennsylvania? What? Did you open it? I didn't realize it was for you. Jesus, Mom, why are you reading my mail? That's a federal crime. I barely looked at it. Is this some kind of online relationship? This phrase stings you at an ocean-like depth in a place you hold so secret you can barely locate it yourself. Good night, Mom. Dear PT, thank you for the letter. It was so sweet. Your handwriting is really adorable. That's so funny you've had dreams about me. I had a dream that I saw you while on vacation with my parents. We go to the Poconos every summer, and for some reason, I saw a dream version of you at the hotel. So weird. I'm sad that summer is almost over. I'd hoped to be more productive with my writing, and now I'm out of time. I'm not happy with most of the things I've written. Honestly, I think I'm distracted thinking about you. I actually wrote a poem that's kind of about you. I hope you like it. Here goes. The poem is on a separate sheet of paper. It appears to have been written on a different day in a different notebook. A walk along the dock of mind reveals my inhibitions, but while I see it's cold tonight, with none a sea to hear my cries, your love is sweet and warm and kind, and sails for miles beyond my eyes, to touch my face and speak those words of all our grand ambitions. Something feels strange. You didn't expect a gesture like this. You have trouble looking at it directly. You start to wonder what it says about Staggle that he'd spend all summer consumed by thoughts of you, writing poetry about you, a person who nobody else wants. Does nobody else want him? You realize you've come up against an inevitable barrier, one you'd been dreading all along, and that there are two possibilities. One, you very convincingly misrepresented yourself, and this poor, unsuspecting person fell for it, and now you're in too deep. Or two, Staggle has misrepresented himself to you, and you don't want the person who wrote this letter, a person just as lonely and undesirable as yourself. Why couldn't it have been different? Why couldn't he have just never written back? So, I guess I'm ready to admit that that poem was something I wrote when I was 16. And that's all there is to say about that. Hard to look at yourself. You alright, dear? Yeah, just burned between 500 and 800 calories. Just don't exercise too hard. You don't want to hurt yourself. You grunt. Why does Mom have to discourage you from being healthy? I'm going to the mainland soon if you want to come. You can pick out snacks for the week. Get yourself something. That does sound pretty good. Maybe a little time on the mainland will help you work out these confusing thoughts about Staggle. Besides, you probably should be eating more snacks. Now that you're exercising, you wouldn't want to be sacrificing your workout energy. Yeah, alright. Are you going now? In a few minutes. Let me know when you're ready. Thanks for receiving my confession so well, guys. Oh, you found a letter you wrote? Wow. I did write a letter once to an internet boyfriend, and I did not. I did send it, but I crumpled up the first version of it because I got too real. No. All right. Before I go, is there anything I need to do? All right. Yeah. No, I don't think the peas are happening. I think I botched that one. I think the only other thing I can do is go online and hide from Staggle, but not a very important. To your relief, Staggle's not online. You're suddenly mortified by the thought of facing him. His presence is too real to you, too overbearing. You quickly decide that you don't want to talk to anyone right now. Besides, you have to conserve your time online, lest Timothy discovers you're back on. You turn off Instant Messenger, delete a few weeks' worth of email spam, and log off. Man, I should have added a little detail about where Mara puts the letter, because we don't ever see the letter again. But I'm imagining that she probably stuffed it in between one of the CD rack, or like into the back of one of her dressers, somewhere where her mother could not. Well, her mother had already fucking seen it, so I guess it doesn't matter. But she would put it somewhere secret. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I can do. I don't think there is. No, I don't think there's anything else to do. All right. Let's get this chapter done. It is past my bedtime. Great, let's go. Through this again. The internet's too fast to return to text only. International calling cards. Letters all at the same time. Yeah, I mean, it's done. People relate to each other differently now. And I think that's why I wanted to capture this, because this was sort of like an in-between. It was very specific, and, yet the people who experienced it are the same. You seem down today. It's nothing. Just end of summer blues. Did something happen with that boy? No, Mom. Don't you think this online communication makes it hard to really get to know a person? No, in fact, it's the opposite. You get to know people better because you get to have intelligent conversations. I guess this was me trying to explore what those relationships were. You don't have to get hung up on things like what brand of clothes they wear, or how much money or popularity they have, or what religion they are, or whether they're gay or fat or libertarian or whatever. You're all just people on the same level. That's a nice idea. When I was your age, I wanted a place like that too. It's not that I don't want you to have a boyfriend. You're the one who keeps saying boyfriend. You gave him your address. You're putting a lot of trust in this guy. If you'd known the condition for going to the mainland and buying snacks would be having this conversation, it might not have seemed worth it. He could be a man in his 40s looking to pick up teens. Do you have any proof of his age? Mom, I've been in this community with him for years. If there's anything I know for sure, it's that he's my age. Alright, let's say he's your age. He is. Is there anything else you know about him? I know his interests. He plays the same games as me and likes the same TV shows. He writes. You learn a lot about a person through their writing. Have you seen a picture of him? Do you know his name? Aren't those kind of superficial things to care about? Those are traditionally the first things you learn about a person before you start writing love letters and going on dates. Nobody goes on dates, Mom, and I don't give a rat's ass what's traditional. You can't believe how hard you're defending something you're not even sure about anymore. What does Staggle even mean to you right now? Maybe you don't want to be with him, but you can't fathom the loss of him. He's still part of a community. A community so essential to your being that you can't possibly explain it to Mom. To speak to you is to speak to that community. You mustn't let go of that. Whatever happens with you and Staggle, you need that place. Where else would you go? Couple more NPCs. Where would you like to go? I don't know. The bodega, I guess? You want to go in by yourself? Yeah, if that's okay. Sure. I'll be over by the West End. Tell Sabrina I said hi. You realize too late you didn't ask Mom for any money. Oh well. You can always put something on the tab with Sabrina. Alright, let's get to the end of this summer. I don't believe there's anything by the school. I think it's all closed up, yeah. Oh, it looks like Sabrina and Joe aren't here today. Your insides convulse when you realize a kid from school is working the counter. And with him, Justin. Shit. Too late to turn around, you decide. You're going to have to pretend you want to be here. So, this is on a timer. You just, no matter what you do, you simply can't get away from this one. You can look around all you want, but it won't do anything. No hello? Oh, sorry. No hello? Oh, hi, Justin. I didn't see you there. Hi, Mara. I like your tank top. Thanks. You're pretty sure Justin is picking on you since he's never paid you a compliment in his life. Still, you can't imagine what the joke is. How's your summer been? You get up to anything fun? Yeah, pretty good. Went to a few parties, hung out on the beach. You hope Justin won't interrogate the meaning of a few, since you really only mean one, and you weren't exactly invited to Simon's party. Yeah, I'm a very big fan of Soren's border on this one as well. The little rat, such a lovely touch. And the garbage works so well with the scene that's being set. Cool. Sounds like a wild time. Justin glances past you for a brief instant. So what are you doing here? Are you with anyone? No, just here by myself. Cool. Want to hang out then? You're gobsmacked. Is Justin actually being friendly with you? Justin has his own car, smokes cigarettes, and seems to roll with the more popular kids. Is he suggesting you hang out together? Yeah, sure. You quickly reason that it wouldn't be hard to get rid of Mom and spend the day on the mainland. She'd probably be happy to know you're hanging out with someone in real life. What do you want to do? Drive around? Go to the movies? Call up some people on a cell phone? I was just gonna go out back for a smoke. Do you smoke? Yeah. I knew you were a cool girl. Are we allowed back there? Sure. My boy Kurt is working the counter. Kurt, this is Mara. Nice to meet you. Kurt's mouth forms a half smile as he nods in your direction. He was a senior last year who never gave you the time of day at school. This is the friendliest he's ever been. Oh my god, excuse me. I'm woken up promptly at 6:30 every morning by my son, so this is considered a late night for me. Come on back, Mara. And once again, there's no way to get out of this one. You simply must power through. Come here. I'm so pleased with the makeup of this scene. I just wanted there to be the most depressing posters possible on the wall, like the posters that backdrop this shit in your life, like what I think is probably Mara's lowest moment in the game. I think what did I say before? That nothing worse happens to her? Maybe nothing worse happens, but this is the most depressing, I feel. So I just really wanted to put the best possible movies in here. So we've got How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Jim Carrey. Ants, starring Woody Allen. Meet the Deedles, I don't remember who's in that one. And Mickey Blue Eyes with Hugh Grant. Come here. I've never seen you smoking around school before. I only just started doing it last spring. Cool, I had no idea. We should smoke together. Okay. You're suddenly brightened by the thought of smoking cigarettes with Justin. A little camaraderie between classes would cut right through the drudgery. It makes the whole prospect of going back to school more tolerable. Here, sit on my lap. Come on, I want to get to know my smoking buddy better. Come on, I won't try anything. I've always thought you were a cool girl, Mara. Really? Yeah. You just got this energy about you. You're different from a lot of girls at school, you know? Hi, yeah, I guess so. But like, in a good way. You're funny and smart and artsy and stuff. Remember that creative writing class in 8th grade? Nobody else in that class gave a shit, not even the teacher. But you wrote the craziest stuff. I thought that was cool. Wow, thank you. I really gave it my all. Your hair smells nice. Thanks. It's Pert Plus. Oh my god. A glimmer of soul from Justin? Or is it all empty scooping? That's a tough one. It might be something, you know? You mean him recognizing what she did in class and thinking it was cool. There's a possibility, right? That maybe he did think she was cool. And social mores made it so that he could not ever consider just going up to her and asking her out. He just, he knew that he couldn't do that, and she knew that he couldn't do that. So, is there a tragedy behind that is neither of their faults? I suppose so. But he wants to have it both ways. And I think that's where it sort of gets evil with Justin. So, Mara, can I ask you something? Sure. You ever hook up with a guy before? Depends on what you mean by that. I love this lie. This is Mara's greatest athleticism of facts. And just gets shut down point by point. You ever go all the way? No. You ever do oral? Nope. You ever get fingered? No. You ever do under the shirt? Not really. kiss anyone? It's alright if you haven't. I feel stupid. It's really not a big deal. Okay, thank you. You want to try it? Try what? You want me to kiss you? Oh. No, thank you. I'm so sorry for thinking this is like, I did think this was funny when I wrote it, but you know, it's that kind of funny where like you can extract no more sadness from it, and it just finds ways to become funny. Really? Are you sure? Not right now. Thanks. Well, would you ever want to hook up with me? I don't know, maybe. I guess it would depend on how far into a relationship we were. Relationship? You feel stupid for saying that. I should probably go. I told my friend I'd meet her for lunch. It's nobody you know, and it's not at this mall, so I'm just gonna... Listen, Mara, don't tell anybody about this. I won't tell anyone, don't worry. Let me know if you change your mind. I'll be around. Okay. But it's gotta be a secret. I know. Alright, see ya. See ya. What was that? I said see ya. Bye. Okay. We have reached the end of the summer. Curious why Justin chose Mara. Was she an easy target? Or is she more attractive than she thinks? I would say she's an easy target. And, you know, she is more attractive than she thinks. Like, I think every teenager is probably in that boat. But, you know, he just sees her as somebody who, like, won't pipe up about it because she knows she has no power. Get anything? Nah. You smell like cigarettes. Yeah, it's gross. I ran into someone from school who was smoking. I see. What a disgusting habit. You solemnly consider that Mom thinks you're so much of a loser that she doesn't even suspect you of lying. You okay, dear? This one does not impact the outcome either. It's just up to you. Unfortunately, no matter what you say, Mom doesn't really hear what you're saying. No, I feel like dog shit. What? Why? Because everything sucks. Is it about your father? I miss him a lot too this time of year. No, Mom, I wasn't even thinking about Dad. I have more problems than just Dad, you know. Well, what is it then? Never mind. Did you finish your summer reading assignment? Huh? Oh, yeah. I haven't seen you reading at all. This is serious, Mara. 11th grade is a really important year. You're taking the SATs. That's going to determine everything. Why are you suddenly yelling at me about this? I'm not yelling. I just want you to care about school. Care? Why should I care? I fucking hate school. God, school sucks so fucking much. Do you know how much I hate going to school? Do you know how mean they are? The teachers hate me. My classmates hate me. Everyone hates me. And it's been this way for years. Mara. What? We're talking about your education. This has nothing to do with the other kids. It's not going to matter who is popular and what was trendy after you graduate. All of that fades away. And I'm sure that's not true. I'm sure the teachers don't hate you. Like Mom acknowledging that the kids do hate her. I have 2 more years of school and then I have to think about more school? Are you serious? I can't do this. It's what everyone does. Do you want to be a person without an education? What would you do then? I don't know, Mom. Anything else? Write a novel? Eat breakfast in my underwear? I have an education. Do you think I'm too stupid to get a job? Well, oh, come on. Your father heard you now. I'm getting a job. I'm going to start saving up, and I'm going to get my own internet subscription, and I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Great. Go for it. Go live with your little internet friends. Maybe you'll finally learn how little you know about them, how little they'd be willing to do for you. You know what? If Dad heard me now, I think he'd be pretty fucking proud of me. He wouldn't want me to suffer my whole life, which is exactly what you want. You want me to suffer right along with you. Isn't that right? And summer's over. You applied for a weekend job at the ferry station, tearing tickets and shuttling passengers. It pays $5.15 an hour. The day before your internet moratorium was set to end, you snuck back into Timothy's room and disconnected everything again. Then you pestered Timothy to reconnect you, which he did, begrudgingly. Timothy never noticed your meddlings. You got away with it. Boy, I can't believe I got this far. Thank you. Watch your step. Thank you. Watch your step. Hi. Hi. You dyed your hair. And you yours. Yeah. You have no idea if Lily's family is still planning to move, because you haven't talked to Lily since the summer. All you know is she's still here, and you're still feeling bitter about that whole argument. Have a good day, then. Thank you. Watch your step. Iconic red and white hoodie on this guy. All right. I'm going to save it and call it a night. I'll hang out for a couple more minutes, but I need to go to bed. Does anybody want to ask any more questions tonight? Let me see what's been going on in the chat. Thanks for watching, guys. It's fun. It's fun. I've done this like one time before. I did the demo live during like the Steam Next Fest last year, and that was the first time I played it live. But I feel like the game solidified a bit more since then, and people's perceptions of it have come to life since then. So it's really fun to be able to talk about it this way. Oh my God, you looked up your old internet boyfriend to find out he was in prison after playing this game? Good God. Well, I hope that gave you closure. Not the best kind of closure, perhaps. I think you did a great job showing the constant danger young girls are in without being, as some people would say, gross. Well, I certainly wasn't reveling in it myself. I was trying to just present it frankly, with, limited commentary from myself. More, come on, camera. More just what might go through her head, from her point of view. It is the reality of what, like you say, the kind of shit that teenage girls find themselves in. And I just tried to show it from her point of view. I'm like scrolling up a little farther because my eyes were kind of glazing over. Oh, you and your best friend played it? That's so sweet. Oh, that's great. I really love hearing about people who like play the game and talk about it together, and it's like a bonding thing for them. That's really sweet. Like back when I was doing Octopus Pie, I would hear about like people who read the comic with their roommates and like talked about it in their house, and I thought that was just like so cool. It just gave me like such a wonderful feeling. I feel like I was really getting into that argument with mom just now. Working through something. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I'll get through the whole game in another stream. I guess I could. Like, I mean, spring is short, but yeah, I don't know. Fall is pretty long. So we'll see if I can do uh, the rest of the game in a single run. I have some ideas about maybe still working my way back to that good ending. I hope. All right, guys. I'm gonna call quits, and I will publish this to Twitch as soon as I'm able. Bye.